Go gadget turn wheel. That's how that goes.
We're live. Be professional.
We're live.
Oh, look, there's Nick.
Hey, Nick.
It's me.
Nick.
Wow. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he went. Oh, he's back.
He's back.
No, he's gone. What? He's back.
The backlights.
Oh, the back.
Want to make sure the backlights. Yeah.
Are doing the backlight things.
Yeah. You know what's great?
What's wrong?
I had questions and they're on my iPad upstairs.
Well, if you have questions, why don't you just ask them?
Because I don't remember them. Because it's 1 a.m. Uno momento.
iPad is on the way. Don't do anything weird.
It's still recording.
Yeah, but he can cut it in post.
He's gonna know what we're saying when he's not here.
You don't know that. Dude, there's so many cards on that table right over there.
So many cards on that
I'm
table.
going to build a commander deck before he gets down here.
We should literally walk out of here with like a box each.
Well, I'm not talking about stealing his things. I'm just saying we should build a commander deck and then leave it for him.
No, actually, we should bring cards here because I don't want to sort through cards anymore.
Imagine if we brought a fistful of cards every time we came to Nick's house and put them
Smuggle cards in here.
into his house and we put them in his box.
So,
but
and then we just leave a note. Please organize. See you
but
next
then
time.
in a month, Nick is gonna come to the store and be like, guys, why? I don't know why, but I keep finding disorganized cards in my box. Like I don't remember these cards.
Welcome to our life.
What's that?
What?
Huh? What?
You can just say anything.
Yeah, who knows?
Just here minding our business.
It's kind of why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, hey, Nick.
I'm gonna know everything once I scrub through the footage.
That's at least a day or two away.
At
the way?
least, yeah.
At least a day or two away.
Yeah, it's a few days away.
Yeah.
So we're safe for 24 to 48 hours.
We're safe for a minute.
Okay, we should do an intro, right?
Yeah,
The usual?
Yeah.
Okay. It should be the same thing every time, but I always forget it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just like feel it out.
Yeah. Feeling it out.
Feeling it
This
out.
is the intro.
This is the intro.
This is the intro. We're feeling out the intro today.
We're starting episode 3, folks.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Who do we got over here?
Hey guys, Nick here from Cardboard Openings and the Card Bar. Who are you guys and why are you here?
I'm Dan from the Northern WarTable.
I'm Fran, also from the Northern WarTable, and I'm here for fun.
Yes. Yeah.
This is very fun.
This has been pretty entertaining.
There's nothing better than filming a podcast at 1 a.m.
Immediately after you close the store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately after 12 hours of sorting cards.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
the
mean,
best.
It's the only time that we can leave the store.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, the last episode we shot in the morning before you opened the store.
It's true. So we're either here after we wake up and before we're at the store, or we're here after the store before we go to sleep.
Yeah. You know what we do? We just close the store around 4 p.m.
Yeah, just close it at a
Yeah,
regular
just
time.
lock the door, put
Yeah.
a little sign, be back when for lunch.
Yeah. Do what all the other stores do. Close at 6.
Close at 6. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and then
and
you know,
close
And then-
early on the
and then,
weekend.
yeah,
that's right.
exactly. You know, why not? Or we could just, me and Fran can offset coming here in the middle of the day and you have to edit everything together.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
not do that.
Phase us in.
No,
one
no.
at a time.
Please.
Yeah.
Please no.
God, no.
Please no.
Well, here we are, episode 3.
Episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we made it this far.
We did. Episode 3.
Thank you to all the sponsors that reached out to us.
Yep.
Yes, all the sponsors.
Nick's Coffee Bar.
Nick's Coffee Bar.
Next, yeah.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
Amazing. How's the coffee?
Yeah, it keeps me alive.
Is it good?
It's great. Thank you.
No problem. Do you have anything that you've thought of to talk about today?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a list of things to complain about.
Okay. You have some
here we go.
Here we go. You want to start with complaining?
No, I don't know. I was just
Okay.
sorting cards today. All weekend sorting cards.
Sorting cards? Okay,
Yeah,
let's-
sorting,
let's-
listing.
Let's talk about sorting then.
Yeah.
Let's talk about sorting.
Yeah, it's a very long, tedious process. I think we touched on it a little bit before, but
Yep.
Mhm.
we have Binder POS as a back-end system. Sorry, I looked up again. Sorry, Nick.
No, you can look up. You can look up.
Anyhow, yeah, Binder POS is a back-end system. You've seen it.
Yep.
And we sort all our cards alphabetically, then we Bloomberg the alphabets, and then we sort them as sets. So like, Edge of Eternities, Aether Drift, so forth.
Yeah. Low key, I also go in there and reorganize those sets by CMC within all that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, so we do that.
It's a lot.
And then after we organize it, we upload it to Binder. And it's just like very manual process. And today I was on the phone with Nick. He's like, why don't you use the card slinger? Right? That's called card slinger?
Yeah, well, so there's the card slinger I think is like the individual one. That's the
Yeah.
3D printed one, right?
They're all 3D printed.
Yeah, I know. Now there's a bunch of like
Yeah, there's a
versions of them.
bajillion. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I looked into that because I haven't touched the TCG Player scanner app in like a really long time. I know some people use Box, some people use the Dragon Shield.
Yep.
I haven't touched it in like over a year, so I downloaded it again and checked it out. It was actually pretty accurate
Better?
this time. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot better than it used to be.
Yeah.
The UI is a lot cleaner.
Okay.
So I ordered one of those Card Slinger 3D boxes off Amazon.
Just to
It'll
see.
show up Tuesday. Honestly, it's like $35. I'm gonna try it. If it works well, then that might be an easier way to upload listings. But I won't know until I try. The only thing
Yeah.
I'm figuring out right now is how to export the list off a TCG Player with the correct CSV columns and whatnot.
CSV. Is there an order of call? Is that because we were talking about
Yeah,
this
it's
on
a
the
very
phone?
specific. So
Okay.
it's got its the ID, the grade, whatever. Anyways, it's a very particular set. I cannot sell on TCG Player because I am in Canada. We are in Canada.
Yeah.
Unless I have my American friend use his address and then make an account with his address.
Or
I
a
don't-
PO box or whatever.
I just don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's just a whole thing.
So because I can't create a TCG Player seller account, I cannot get access to the seller platform, like their like back end, right, on the
Right.
website.
Right.
If I did have that, I can just export the list very easily from a YouTube video I watched, but I don't have that. So I'm thinking about sharing the list that I can do now, which is basically just like a basic card name
Mhm.
with a grade.
Yep.
And then just plugging it into AI and just saying, hey, here's my CSV. These are the cards. Add inventory to this column and see if it will do it properly for me.
Yeah, like just a simple inventory.
Yeah, just a simple
Yeah.
like, hey, match the name, add the correct quantities.
Mhm.
I'll obviously double check it, and then
Yeah.
I'll just import that to Binder POS and see if that works.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing to touch on too. Is like the use of AI as like an assistant for data stuff.
I am pro AI. I know some people aren't. I've been using ChatGPT like no tomorrow. I know there's like some memes and stuff and whatnot. It's a great tool to use.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's a tool. Yeah. If
It's
you
a
can find
tool.
find a use for it in your workflow,
Yeah.
then it makes sense to use it.
Simplifies a lot of things.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it removes a lot of like the weird. The tedious work that takes
But-
up so much time.
Normally, people are
Yeah.
against AI because they don't want it to do creative things. But in this case, like we're specifically talking about it doing like not administrative,
Administrative work.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
just
That's what
like
it is, yeah.
but
Well,
just
there's
like
only two of
organize.
you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to.
You
like,
yeah,
yeah.
you
have to find something to make the process a little
a
easier.
little
right?
easier. Yeah, of course.
Like I haven't used the feature yet, but I can link my Gmail to it, and it'll respond to like basic emails, right?
Yeah, right.
So it,
yeah.
like it'll check your history. It'll see your like how your
you respond.
your history, your message history,
yeah,
and then you can set it up to be like, hey, for these specific addresses, just respond, right?
yeah.
And it'll pick up on that pattern.
That's quite
Now,
interesting.
do I want to
actually.
do that? Probably not, because maybe it'll screw up down the line.
Yeah, but I don't.
You know, distributors like, hey, are you good for this order? And it's like, yeah, or
Yeah,
it says
like,
no, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
does
Don't
the
want to take
opposite.
that risk. But
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. No,
it's
no,
great
but-
for a lot of other things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it speeds up a lot of that. I mean, I had a fun experience recently, and something that I want to get back to is writing that RPG.
Yep.
That I want to get done.
Another game.
But it's something that that I want to do more for me. It's not a marketable thing.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
know.
something that I'm doing for my.
But as a developer,
Yeah,
that's
as-
what
as a
you.
game
That's
developer. I
your
mean-
thing, right? You're like,
Oh, I like making games.
it's fun.
I love making. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
But I had a very pleasant time taking 20 years of D&D homebrew content and feeding it into ChatGPT, like my own written work and my
Yeah.
own written things and my own hand-drawn maps.
Can I just mention one thing before we go to your D&D campaign? If any of you out there do mass uploads to Binder POS, like if you're a store and use it, message me, tell me how you do it. I'm actually curious because now that we have the physical store,
Mhm.
it's a lot more. We're buying bulk off of people, and we literally like cannot keep up with
Yeah.
the uploads.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And I do not want to spend $42,000 on a fizz batch right now, or Roki or whatever the TCG Player one's
For
called.
those who don't know what those are card sorters, mechanical card sorters.
Yeah, they're card sorters. They'll scan it, check it, upload it, do everything for you.
but
Yeah.
they're like industrial.
Super
that's,
expensive.
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
massive.
If I had to lease it, it's the same cost as my rent. So,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
it's pretty.
it's hard to
Yeah,
justify.
it doesn't make
Pretty wild.
sense at the scale of the business now.
But if you have to choose between hiring somebody and getting a fizz batch or
Yeah.
the other one, whatever it's called, probably get the machine, right?
To be fair, I don't really know anyone who would probably
Sit there for hours.
And people say that they will.
I did.
Yeah, but people say that they will, but they'll probably do it like a little bit and be like, I'm kind of done with this.
and mind rots you.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
It's one of those things where it's like it's
Yeah.
actually it is nice to do if you don't do it all the time, and then after you've done it enough, you're like, okay, I gotta walk away from this. I can't do this anymore.
I watched my YouTube guy that I watch, Victory Outdoor Services. If you like concrete work, I love the guy. Yeah,
shout out to concrete.
Shout out to Ryan. No, but seriously, he's actually, it's not just about the concrete. He's a great business owner and leader, and I've learned a lot just watching his videos. So anyways, I watched his YouTube video. I watched King Kong, the new one that's on Netflix. I guess it's a year old, but it's new. And then I've been watching the Halo series as I'm uploading. So, but after a while, like after 4 to 5 hours, I have to take my headphones off and I have to like decompress.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But that's how that is. You like take a step back away from your table. You just see piles of cards, and you just sit in your sadness.
You need to leave the office.
Like, hey, Daniel, do you want something to eat? He's like, yeah. And I like drove to Tim Hortons and just like mindlessly sat in Tim Hortons for like 30 minutes and then sat in my car for a little bit longer.
I text you. I was like, "Are you good?
Yeah,
Where did you go?"
Yeah, you need to like get away from it. I know it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
Back to your RPG thing. Go.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, how does this relate to
no,
card
because-
scanners?
we're talking about AI doing the dumb work, right?
Yeah,
like doing the
yeah.
legwork stuff.
Yes.
But like, yeah, you could feed it like 20 years worth of handwritten content,
Yeah, I
and
see what you're
hand-drawn
saying.
maps, and then have it be like, hey,
Yeah.
I want you to organize this, and it'll do it.
Yeah, you have to be
It's-
very clear though with your instructions.
do,
Your
you do,
prompting
yeah.
needs to be like quite
Like,
clear.
yeah, but you can like as you feed it information, you can categorize everything and say like,
Yeah.
this is this. These are monsters. This is maps. This is.
I was going to say, when he's talking about categorizing and listing it, what we do when a large order comes through Shopify, it's the cards are not organized by set or alphabetical. The order just comes through. So what we do now,
Okay, what's the order that it comes through? I'm just curious.
of the single cards.
I think it comes through in the order at which the customer put them in the cart.
Put them in the cart?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know how
interesting.
it
That's an
comes through.
assumption that I make.
Yeah.
But
I have no idea
Okay.
why it comes through the way it does. It might just be the way Shopify kind of just does it. Right?
Understands
like
it.
Daniel says, it could just be the way it's loading into the cart,
Yeah.
or it's just pumping it in there.
yeah.
Anyhow, as we used to, someone would place a 50 card order or 100 card order. They're building a commander deck. It was so bad because it's like Dustmorn, Aether Drift, Kamigawa, Dustmorn, Aether Drift. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't organized.
Yeah.
I actually was like, I took the list, copied it, spit it into ChatGPT, organized this alphabetically and by set, and put the sets alphabetically.
And it did it?
Amazing.
Oh, perfect.
The
does, yeah.
picking time was reduced by 90%.
So yeah, but it's like unfortunately it's just an extra step now, right?
Yeah, but it's 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You
It's-
just
it's-
copy
Okay.
paste. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with ChatGPT, if you're subscribed to it, you can actually make project folders and say this project folder is for this.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So every time we have a big order, I just paste it in that project folder, and it knows what I want, and
Perfect.
it just does it.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
like
done.
once you
Easy
you have a
peasy.
system. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart. That's really smart because I remember picking some orders and
Back and
it's like
forth, back
yeah,
and
you're
forth,
constantly
yeah.
well, this is before the drawers, right?
drawers,
So you're like grabbing a box, you're opening the box, you're picking the
But
cards, you
yeah.
put the box back because
Yeah.
or Dan's like I need the Dustmorn box, here's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
and you're like oh I need it again. It's like,
Well,
And
the
now
bigger-
it's alphabetical.
Yeah.
Dustmorn.
Yeah.
It gives you A, B, C, D,
There-
the card
Well, and
names.
for people who say like, because I've had some customers go, why don't you just leave the boxes out? It's like, well, it's kind of tough to leave because then you cover the counter,
cover the
bury
counters.
the counter
yeah,
and stuff,
no.
and then you have customers coming in asking
Yeah.
you questions. You have to move away, come back. You don't know when you're
Yeah,
coming back.
you're basically constantly moving and
like you're
yeah, I
doing
know.
the orders when you
Yeah.
have time between customers and things, and
Yeah.
you might have a period of like an hour or 2 hours where you're not able to do that.
yeah.
And so you can't just leave everything.
Yeah,
out.
you just leave cards all over the place. Yeah, no,
you
it's-
guys know how retail is. So if you start, it's like quiet all morning, then you find like I'm going to do this project, and then as soon as you start it, the door opens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally,
And
yeah.
it's like-
or shipping. Well,
Yeah.
it's always at a certain
Yeah.
beginning of the day, right? As soon as
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
open, it's like
Well, sometimes the shipping guys are late,
Yeah.
like that, and you can't control all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sometimes things just kind
That
of fall
happened,
unevenly.
Yeah, Friday. It's like me and Dan were in the shop. The can par guy showed up with our restock order, which was massive restock. If you want to see what we got at northernwartable.com or check out our Discord.
not,
Yeah.
not a
Or
sponsor.
pay attention to our Instagram.
Yeah, tons of Pokemon, tons of One Piece, and some Magic stuff. And we got some Edge of Eternity collector packs and we'll have pre-release kits, and we'll break down some pre-release kits to sell packs, because not everyone can get a pre-release kit, so at least we'll have packs available again.
Yeah. You didn't get any play booster?
Not
No.
available.
There's none. There's
available.
like
Yeah.
gone.
What's crazy is like 10 months in operations, learning how the industry is this year, and maybe it's just this year. Some of you guys have been managing or own LGSs for quite some time in the States or in Canada.
Yeah.
You can share your feedback in the comments or just message me directly. But this year, I know my sales rep has said this has been a hell of a year because product is unavailable. So now I have to look at everything as like, this has to be an opportunity to buy, and we have to respond to it now.
Yeah. As soon as you see something from through distro, it's like you have to make the decision.
Just conversation with my rep on the phone Friday. He had mentioned that the Edge of Eternity product was back, and I was like, oh, we just sold our last Commander deck.
Yep.
I'm like, let me see what he has. And he's like, pre-release kits and collector packs. And I said, oh shit, hold on. He's like, just send me an email. Just send me an email. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll send you. Anyways, we ordered quite a bit of stuff. And then I checked yesterday night, and the buttons were off. So it was all sold out.
Yeah, all gone. Yeah.
That's it.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, and it's frustrating because I've talked to customers about this all the time, right? Being in the front of the store. And people are like, when are you going to get EOE? When are you going to get Final Fantasy? When are you get a Dragons of Tarkir? Right. Yeah. Well, Dragons of Tarkir again. And Final Fantasy.
All fantastic sets.
Well, all great, but they're all standard sets, and it's a huge problem.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. The fact that they're all standard sets,
so
like
weird,
nobody can get them. That's
they're pushing push standard. They're telling the stores push standard.
Yeah.
They want to get standard back in the
There's
stores.
No product.
I have no product. How can I push standard? I have no product.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there are sets that are good and important, like Duskmourn for the Verge lands. Like Verge lands in standard are wildly important. But like, if you want anything from the other sets that are unavailable, they're just not good to find, right? Yeah. Some of them aren't even that expensive. Some cards here and there.
Yeah.
But like, they're just, you can't find them.
The only problem with that too. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, because then like the moment I get a card that's popular, and even if it's common, someone just buys.
Yeah, it's gone.
All of it.
Yeah, or people spec buy. They buy all of them or whatever.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. Sorry.
Only other issue too is Foundations and Duskmourn that are in stock currently are increased in price because the distro had to buy it during the tariff hike.
Yeah.
So it is like $40 more expensive than it should be.
Yeah.
And the price stays the same until they sell it's their business. They have to sell the product that they bought.
Yeah.
And then the price will go down, right?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of alluded to all of this in the last episode because there is upcharges, there's costs through second waves and stuff, but given tariffs, taxes, whatever nonsense,
stock needs to rotate for it to refresh.
Yeah, and it's not obviously just on the consumer; it's actually on the businesses too that also have to deal with it through distro.
Yeah. Well, I brought it up because someone in the store was like, "Why is your Foundations more expensive than something else I had up on the shelf?" And I was, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had to pay more for it. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah.
But we've had that conversation on the other side too. I've had people come in when we had Mega Evolutions in stock and was like, why is Mega Evolutions as cheap as it is? And I tell people all the time, like, all of our prices are based on what we pay, like across everything.
Yeah, your MSRP based on what you pay. Yeah.
We'll say, sorry, I'm cutting you off a lot.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's just the whole Mega Evolution things. If you've been to the store and you're local, or if you haven't been to, we try to do everything MSRP. We try to keep things fair.
Yep.
Our ideology is that we want to build a community. If we support the community will support us. With that being said, we had Mega Evolutions. We only had 5 booster boxes come in. So we had to sell it by pack because if we sold it by sealed box, we would just have. Someone said this to me. It's like, just sell it by the box. You'll make your money day one. And I said, yeah. And then I keep you happy. And then the 16 other people that come through the door are upset because I have no product.
Because you have no product,
So we got to sell it by pack. That being said, we're kind of like, we're learning as we operate the store. Where some guy came in, he bought like 60 packs one night. He was like, is there a pack limit? We're like, oh, we didn't really say there was. So he's like, okay, I'll take 60 packs.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But then he was also like, I want to buy 36 from a new box, not what's in the dispenser.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like, it's like, we're trying to keep things fair, but we like, because we understand, guys, we get the math, right? There's so many hits per box. We understand. But to keep things fair, like, we don't know what people pull sometimes. Sometimes people open packs in the store. Sometimes they go
Sometimes
home.
they go to the car.
Sometimes they buy it for their kids, right? Or their family or whoever, their girlfriend, boyfriend. Anyways, point of that is, I think we're going to put pack limits on new product until we can get a good allocation of product. Like,
I think the asterisk there is it depends on how much we have.
So for example,
it depends on the product.
I'll just make this clear to everyone watching. For Mega Evolutions, I tried to order close to $50,000 worth of product. And it was something like 50 plus booster boxes, ETBs, like 100, 200 bundles. I didn't get any. Like, I got 6 bundles, 4 ETBs, and 5 booster boxes for wave 1, and then I have like half of that for wave 2.
So like 7 boxes.
It's not much.
Literally a handful.
That is why we're saying, like, we had our packs at $7.99. We were substantially lower than most other places that people were telling us about, like $5 cheaper than some places. So we might put a booster pack limit per day because we want to. Like, I know everyone wants to buy 20, 30 packs, 60 packs, 5 booster boxes a case.
Whatever.
I would love to sell that much product to people. I would love to sell that to you. I would love to sell you 24 boxes. I can't right now. So I think
the reality is that we are trying to keep like the space in the hobby accessible for everybody. Right. And as much as like the first person who walks in the shop that tells me he just wants to buy everything I'm getting for a new release. It doesn't make sense to me to sell everything to one person I've never seen before and ignore all of my locals. Right? The people who come to the store week after week and support us.
Not to say we don't want new faces in the store.
No, we love
our
new
community
people.
is growing. Just gonna make it clear, when I say this, it's just pack limit per day so that more people have the opportunity to get packs and experience a new set without, with I'm not gonna say without, but with finding a fair price.
We don't want to sacrifice the our locals, the ability of our locals to have not just fair pricing for product, but fair availability.
I don't think. Well, I don't think people would argue against it. I mean, the people who will are the ones that are the investor types, the ones who are really, really trying for those hits. At the end of the day, there are other stores. They could go buy boxes from other stores that have larger allocations. But if they're coming to you, at the end of the day, they'll just get what they can get, and that's it. I don't think the majority of people will argue against it. It makes sense. Like you're just trying to offer more to a wider range of people versus selling to like 5 different people and then be like, well, the other 30 that come in go like, sorry, I got no product.
We're done. Sorry,
we're sold out.
It's sort of in the same vein as our policy with pre-release items, like 1 per person, and then plastic comes off on pickup. We've had a huge positive reception from that.
The majority
by
of
our
people.
community, by just even new people coming to the store, like most of them. Again, there's an asterisk there because we've had a handful of people who were not upset by it, but they were
hesitant, they question it.
Yeah, they were definitely like, why? Like, what's the point? What's happening?
Like my coasters?
Right? Just putting the cup out of view.
There you go.
That's fair.
But we explain it all the time and we say, well, listen, this is just the situation, right? We do it.
Of course.
We do it because, and we don't just do it because we want to be a jerk to somebody who, wants to do this or that. We do it because it is a healthier thing for our community, right? And it helps us foster our community.
And right now, given the circumstances of the store and the amount of time you've been open, it's working for you now. It's what you need to do for now until you're able to grow further, and then you can offer everything to everybody all the time.
Exactly. Listen, it would be amazing. I tell people all the time, it would be an amazing thing if I had a limitless supply of something that somebody wanted. Like Fran said, go for it. Buy as much as you want. But
we try our best. We try our best, guys, to get product. But we are new, and allocation is not great for new stores.
It's tricky. It's a tricky situation here.
Like the Final Fantasy Chocobo, the scene boxes, and the new not new, but it's the Limit Break Commander deck that comes with a new specific promo card and a
Final Fantasy 7
game code.
Game code. PC game code, I think.
I think it's
PC game code. I don't know if it's for a specific platform. It just says PC code. But the point is, I am maxing out total funding on those Final Fantasy items because it's going to be a hit. Everyone knows it's going to be a freaking hit.
But in saying that, the way that distribution works is we don't yet know what we're getting for it.
3 boxes.
That's literally.
No. I'm just saying. I'm joking. Like so far, Spider-Man gift bundle 3, Final Fantasy gift bundle 3. You know what I'm saying? The draft bundle for Lorwyn, we got allocated 3. You know, I think I ordered
3's your number.
I ordered 48.
well.
No, it is. Like,
I know.
I ordered 48 cases.
I mean,
and they're like, here, take 3 units. That should be okay.
listen,
What am I supposed
three
to do with that?
3 displays.
It's insane.
We're gonna hope for 4.
I
don't know what to say.
Hey,
actually-
if you get 4, you're moving on up, boys.
So it is. I don't know how the pallet structure
we're
is,
winning.
but it's about a pallet of
Oh my
chocobo
God.
boxes and a pallet of scene boxes I ordered.
Yeah,
Which would, if
You'll
we
get
actually
three-
get it,
you'll
it'll
get
be,
3.
it'll be fun bringing it into
you
the
might get
store.
1.
Yeah,
The special things might get 1.
But you know,
Yeah.
one day
Yeah.
we will get the pallet of it, and I'm gonna have to bring it all up the stairs.
in the
Yeah.
office.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very healthy time in my life.
Oh,
The
man.
office was a disaster this weekend.
Yeah, well, because look how much product we got.
Yeah, we did a lot of. I mean, yeah, we did a lot of opportunity binds. One Piece, Divine Fist.
Yeah,
Divine Fist.
Or Fist of Divine Speed,
Fist of Divine Speed. The 2-pack. What's it called again?
the double pack.
The double pack. I ended up buying like five units of that, 5 cases,
Yeah.
because it's a good price. It shoots up that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
OP5 double packs are $80 now.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the Dawn cards become collectible.
Well, it's just
Yeah. Are
well,
they
it's
foil?
the Dawn card, but it's also that the set is collectible,
Yeah.
and
Well, the game is a chase game too.
it is a
Yeah,
chase
yeah.
game. But you also have to realize that like people, and I say this with an asterisk, people are bad at pack logic, right?
Yeah.
Because again, there's certain kinds of math you can do in One Piece and Pokemon and Magic.
Yeah.
How many hits you get per box? What's the chances of this? In One Piece, it's a little strange because you have a chance to get a manga panel, but that chance is like between X boxes.
Mm.
And
cases between
cases.
cases.
Well,
Yeah, but that's like
booster boxes,
a
cases.
serialized card
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
Magic
And
or whatever.
yeah, I'll
But
tell you guys something. When if you don't order a case, they just send you loose boxes. You don't know what cases those come from.
You don't know exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah, you don't
have
know.
no idea.
Yeah.
Could come from 2 different pallets. You have no idea.
We've had 2 manga panels pulled in the store.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
had 2, so it's like, and
Yeah.
we were ordering like 1 or 2 boxes at a time. So
Yeah.
somebody got a case with 8, and then we got the 2, and it was the manga panel.
It's
Right?
like- yeah,
You
it's
don't know.
super
Yeah.
random. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my broader logic here, my broader point here is that the double packs, from my understanding, don't follow the same kind of pack logic. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why they tend to shoot way up in prices.
Right. Yeah. They're like on their own print sheet or whatever.
I don't
so
know how
the-
they handle that or what
Yeah.
the
I
thing
don't know.
is,
Yeah.
but I just know that that's like collectors like that because
Yeah.
there's more random chance.
Right.
So if you're looking for those double packs, we have them at like almost MSRP. I think it's like $22.99, and we've got the tins for
Right.
volume
Canadian.
1 as well.
Check out our website.
at NorthernWarTable.com.
Yeah, we have an intuitive search engine, so you could just literally type in double pack and it'll
everything
show
we
you
talked
all
about.
of
Everything
them.
we talked about.
Yeah,
in,
it's a recap.
everything we talked about in episode 2.
This is
That's
is
okay. If you haven't watched episode 2, start here and then roll back.
yeah, roll back.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the episode recap. Yeah.
But yeah, no, allocation is crazy. We try our best to. We like.
Yeah.
So it's awesome the community we're growing because we have people come in the store and they're like, "We'll wait for you."
Yeah.
Well, again,
Mm-hmm.
alluding back to the last episode, like you're being honest with people,
Yeah.
like straight up, like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
being honest with people. You're telling them how it is. You're telling them roughly what you're paying for it. You know, like it's people. There needs to be more of that, especially
Yeah.
nowadays,
Yeah.
like with the way things have been going in all TCGs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, no, so that's it. Like people just see it. They know that you're authentic.
Yeah.
You're
Plus,
not screwing around, right?
The space is full of a lot of information, and not that people are unwilling to know. People just don't know, right? And so explaining certain things like how allocation works, right?
People don't know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, not a lot of stores. I mean, and maybe it's just not brought up, but I didn't know how allocate. I'll be honest with you. I did buying for years and years and years in seafood.
Mm-hmm.
When we started the shop, like you can't get distro in Canada unless you have a brick and mortar. You can't. Like I tried when we were online only.
For a TCG, for a hobby store, for a hobby store,
for hobby stores,
not a fish store.
Yeah. But when I started, and this was probably different back in the day because, like I said, my sales rep told me that this year has been nothing but nuts for card games.
Mhm.
For this year, it's like trying to order stuff. I don't have it. You're gonna get one, even though you ordered a case, right, or whatever, a skid. Like
Yeah. Well,
like-
there's a
like I was told.
some people are grandfathered in, and they
Yeah.
they have to
There's
get
levels of
there's
distribution.
levels of
Yeah,
distribution.
I was
and
just told like
stuff.
this has never been like this before.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we can't get like Tarkir, like Final Fantasy. Okay, I understand, strong IP, whatever.
Yeah.
But Tarkir, who's a standard set in Magic, like he can't restock on play boosters.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Tarkir was in and out,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
in
it.
and out,
Yeah.
and then it was the next thing,
Kinda wild.
and then forgotten.
Kind of
And
wild,
it's like,
right? But sometimes
crazy.
you have people who come in the store and they're like, you can't get it because there's fetch lands. And I point at those Zendikar Rising boxes we were getting. I'm like, well, that has all the lands. Fetches, shocks, MDFCs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of
the
like
expeditions are still a chase thing, and you're not guaranteed, but the rates are pretty good, especially in the collector boxes. You always get a box topper and
2 box toppers.
Yeah, in collectors,
in the collectors, 2 box toppers.
Every other product, the set and the draft, it was 1. And in the collectors, you also get anywhere between 1 and 3, usually 2.
They're pretty good.
Expeditions,
they're pretty loaded.
Foiled.
I made a joke with someone at the shop once that they're kind of like the Modern Horizons before Modern Horizons.
Yeah, Rising's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we had a guy who was like, I might buy that collector box. We had a sealed Zendikar collection on the shelf.
Yep.
And he's like, I might get that. And then we're like, okay, well, let us know. We got to restock. Like, if you want to buy it, buy it. I'm like, but if you don't, like, we're going to open it, restock it, take the toppers, right? And he's like, it's okay. He passed it. And then so we opened it up, and what was inside was an ancient tomb.
Yeah.
Ancient.
Is this the one you had yesterday?
No, before.
Before.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Because you still that one's still there.
Yeah, the ancient tombs. Well, we had 2 ancient tombs, right? Someone bought the new flashy one from Edge.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
which is amazing looking art for it.
Yeah,
I still prefer the expeditions.
Yeah, they have. They have nice.
Yeah, but planet art is amazing.
Nice. I know.
Yeah,
I just like the little rune squigglies.
Yeah. Space is cool.
Space is cool.
You're gonna Jinx. You're gonna before all this, you were gonna say something. You were like adamant to say, or was that part of the conversation? We kind of cut you off. Do you remember?
I don't remember. It'll come back up later. Maybe episode 3. 4,
yeah, maybe
5.
episode 3.
This is episode 3.
This is episode 3. Yeah, we're on it.
No. Talk about your D&D stuff because we like derailed that whole conversation.
I mean, it's okay.
It was leading to AI.
It was more about the use. It was more about using AI to help like get rid of like the legwork, right?
D&D's not on the list here.
Yeah. D&D's not on the list.
Just kidding.
But if you play Dungeons and Dragons and you want a place to play, you can play at the store. People have asked me.
You should definitely hold.
I'm like, you are allowed. Just don't be a nuisance to people around you. You're fine.
That's right.
Yeah, no, come on by. The only thing I'll say is Friday. I don't know why Thursday nights are fucking crazy.
Thursdays are the new Friday.
You know what? So we're in October now. I feel like everyone is back to their work schedule.
Yeah.
And not everyone has Sundays off anymore. Sundays is like a normal day to work. So I feel like
it's also school. Like people are back in school. Right?
But I also feel like some people have the Friday, Saturday off. Right, so Thursday night's becoming popular night because
they have the Friday off.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? That's my mind. That's like what's going through my head. But other than that, I have no idea. Thursdays have been really crazy.
It's just an assumption.
It's been very busy on Thursday.
It's awesome. Thank you guys for supporting us all the time. But yeah, it's really cool. Cool to see.
It is nice.
It is nice. I'm gonna I got some points here, some things because actually, so I had some thoughts while I was editing the second episode, and I was like, oh, there's opportunities I could have asked some things I'm actually interested in.
So ask. Tell us.
The card sorter thing we might have to get back to because that's a whole
thing.
That's a whole thing.
The Fizz batch.
All of it. All of it.
It's sorting like, cards and all that.
The whole thing is like all the different machines. The cost is $30,000 for like a real machine. $30,000.
It's a salary plus thing.
$39,000.
Whatever. USD.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like 32 USD.
Anyway,
what's minimum wage over the year?
No, it's insane.
I think it feels like it's.
Do you want to go on that now, or do you want to like circle back?
No, let's go on it. Let's go on.
Let's talk about it. Card sorters are expensive.
Like real ones. Like it's crazy. Like the card slinger, the 3D printed one, right? Everyone's talking about. You whatever mana.
It's just your phone.
Just your phone. Yeah. Mana box, the Dragon Shield app, TCG player, whatever. You put your phone down. You slide the cards in.
Yeah.
But I haven't used one. You picked something close to it.
I tried it today.
The app.
I ordered one today. I'll let you guys know how it is on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever.
Yeah. And again, the simple 3D printed box.
Yeah, it's a 3D printed box. You put your phone on top. It has an LED light.
Yeah.
And you slide the cards in, and when the card slides into the slot, it scans it, adds it to the list. I will say this: kind of playing with the TCG app today is for personal collections.
Yeah.
Right now, unless I can get access to the seller portal, and see if I can export that list is not that useful for me unless, like I said, I figure out how to use AI to do the work for me.
To take the list off that and then export
you could export this. You could export a CSV from TCG Player, but it wouldn't be
set up correctly with the columns,
right? With the columns that you need for binder.
I'm just curious that if the app can do like quality grading.
No. What you do is you set, like on TCG Player, you start your list. You set the quality you want it or the condition you want it to be, and if it's foil or non-foil. So this is really important. I haven't figured out how to switch it to either, like if I start foil, how to switch it to non-foil while you're scanning the list. And that's important to know because in our collections, there's some cards that are foiled, right?
Yeah, so maybe it's a thing where you have to take all the foils out and then do the foils as one.
Well, no, I might just scan it. Yeah. And then as I do the CSV, just change that option on the column. Because the option is probably non-foil foil or maybe some sort of code. Yeah. And I'll just be like, I'll switch that manually.
Did you see the CSV I sent you? Okay, so I sent you.
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah, I just sent you so I use Mana Box, just because it has the currency. You can put Canadian USD, whatever. Yeah. So I sent you the CSV, and it showed all the columns, and it showed the foil or non-foil. I think it actually said non-foil or foil.
So it's probably the same thing.
Yeah, it would have to be. I assume. Yeah, it would be the same.
But so that's the little slinger or box or 3D print that you can get online. The one that we're looking at, which I don't know if a lot of, but stores use this if they're doing bulk, is Fizzbatch is really popular. It's a 9-bin system, I think 9 or 11.
But these are industrial scale like sorters.
They're big sorters. It's the size of this bar.
You need like
like from me to Nick.
Yeah, you need a workbench.
It's not super wide. It's not super wide, right? Like we can put it on this bar. It's not loud either because I did a video conference with the team at Fizzbatch at TCG Machines. And he had it on. He's like, oh yeah, it's just how it is. He put like a stack of 1,000 Pokemon cards. We had a 5-minute conversation or maybe 10 minutes and it was done.
Yeah.
And he was like, and the way this machine works is you have a hopper. You can load up a chunk of cards. I don't know how many exactly. You put a weight on top.
Yep.
And it pushes it through the machine. And it's got a 99.7% accuracy or something like that. And they just improved the program. So it's even better at scanning the cards and getting the correct sets.
Yeah.
Good.
And to tell between foil and non-foil, which is crazy.
Really important. That's a lighting thing because with those apps, it's like it's a hit or miss. Hit or miss.
I wonder how the machine will take things like etched foils, like foils that are slightly different.
No, it does because it has a different code. Etched foils, galaxy foils, surge foils. They all have different codes.
Cool.
It's an amazing machine. It's an amazing program. It's probably worth every penny. But it's just a huge investment.
And although I was just gonna say not a sponsor.
Definitely not. Should be a sponsor.
I mean, imagine if you just sent us a machine and our 100 viewers saw it.
Yeah, 100 viewers.
It's crazy.
The machine. So there's 2 costs to this. So there's the machine cost, which is the upfront cost.
3 costs.
What's okay?
Yeah.
So go on.
The cost of the machine.
Yeah.
The cost of the program, because the program isn't free.
And that's per month?
The cost of the maintenance.
Of course, the maintenance.
Yeah, so if you buy the machine straight out, I believe the program...
for the Fizzbatch?
For the Fizzbatch, yeah. I have to look at the email he sent me again, but the cost is all broken down and provided as a monthly cost.
Okay. So it's like a lease.
Yeah, so if you're leasing it, it's all part of it, and there's warranty costs as well. It's not cheap. It's expensive, right? And you want the warranty because if something goes wrong...
Yeah.
You know...
Of course,
30,000 plus, $40,000 machine, right?
It shouldn't break down.
No, but what if you get lightning strike, power surges?
I know. But if you're running it all the time, chances are it will need maintenance.
Fire in the building, you know.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's expensive. There's just the maintenance cost, the program cost, and the machine cost. And then, of course, if you have employees, the cost of training, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the machine also needs, I've worked with industrial machines before in a production line setting at the seafood, and just like any other machine, it's a lot of maintenance. It's a lot. I think for this one, it's like I'm guessing here, and I'm not even gonna say a number, but it's every X amount of scans you have to clean it out, like because there's dust, right? You got to clean it out. You got to take
because the sensors need to be clear.
No, it's not just that. It's the rolls too, because you want to keep the grip on the rolls.
Yeah.
So you have to take the alcohol swabs and swab the rolls so you take all the dust off. Right?
Yeah, I see.
So it's maintenance. There's maintenance.
Yeah, of course. It's like anything. I mean, it's like I do 3D printing and
so you know.
So it's I know it's the same thing. No rollers. Well, there are.
It's something.
There's always something. Something's moving, and eventually you have to clean it.
So I would love to get one. It's just not now. Not now. You have to. I think I did the math, and it was something like you had to sell $180 worth of bulk a day in order to break even on the machine. Right.
That's a lot.
So
it's for a larger scale.
But you could take, it's like for a business sense, you could take a loan from the bank, use the loan to buy the machine, pay the loan off slowly, and whatever interest you get from the loan, you take as an expense, right? You could do that way. You build your credit, you have the machine. If the bank will give you that sort of loan, and you slowly integrate it to the store. Like I thought, like if we get it, because you can also set it up to do batches. So I'll say this: the other reason why people love this machine is I can tell it to do bin 1 is going to be commons and uncommons only, and they're going to be unique cards up to 50. And what it'll do is build common bulk packs for me. Packs, and then I could take those bulk packs and sell them on eBay. Right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
People love that. Somebody, either it's like a front for a drug thing, right? Like money laundering, but these bulk packs are like selling 4,000 units a month on eBay. So somebody's selling them, people are buying them. People buy bulk packs. Popper is becoming popular.
Yep.
Right. So
there's always going to be use cases for bulk and stuff like that.
We even thought about using it to sort people's collections.
Yeah, no, that's another really good idea. It's like a way to like a rental, like you rent it. Yeah.
Because the other good part about it is you can set it by price. So you can say organize your bulk from bins 1 to 8 Woomberg or whatever, right? 1 to 5 Woomberg. But bin 6 is by price. So everything $5 or over goes into bin 6.
Yeah. Because those are for the display.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah, it'll produce the list for you.
Yeah.
And you can export it as a PDF. So if someone's doing a collection, you'll be like, here's your digital PDF of your list of all your cards.
Yeah.
Because you would probably not be surprised at how many people come in the shop and they kind of just want you or expect you to organize their like bucket of bulk.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like, I want to sell you 10,000 cards. I don't know what's good in those cards, though. So you go through it for me.
Or sometimes
you tell me what's good.
Yeah, tell me what's good.
Sometimes there's also some false confidence. Like I know there's some $50 cards in here, and they hand you like 5,000 cards.
You're like dude, penny card, man.
It's crazy, man.
I know.
We bought I think 5,000 cards off of somebody. And the amount of fake cards we found in the
that's the thing.
It's so. I mean, most of them you can tell, obviously, but there was some that was like, this is a pretty good fake.
Yeah, I know.
And I remember it made us worry, so we actually ripped the card that wasn't fake, right?
I checked that was me. I was looking at this one card. I was like, this feels weird. It's just the printing. Just the print. The printing just felt weird.
To be fair, I was looking at the yellow icon and not the green icon for the 3 red dots.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't see the dots. This is fake.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong.
And then we ripped it. And I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Right?
Yeah.
But it's
I mean, it was an expensive card. It was literally.
It's a lot of work to go through.
But it's a lot of work.
Yeah. That's where the Fizz batch comes in handy. Where I can literally, instead of spending 12 hours a day. And the more I talk about it, the more I'm like trying to convince myself to just buy it. But no, but like I've spent from Friday to today organizing and uploading cards.
Yeah.
I could literally just load the machine and walk away.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
Load it, walk away. And the way we organize it, it's easy for me to organize the cards. I can set it up in the way I want it and just say load bins 1 to 11. Don't sort it. Just load them.
Yeah.
And then we take it and we put it in our drawers.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Yeah.
Right. So like, the more I talk about it, the more I want it. But obviously we've been in operations for about 10 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is it smart to invest $40,000 in a machine right now? Probably not. There's other things we still need to do in the store.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also like, because like we said, opportunity. Now we're getting more used to doing opportunity buys for things that are needed or wanted, right, by our community, and so like putting that money into product is
way more important.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's tricky. It's tricky to decide when to pull the trigger on that one.
Like low key, I kind of feel like that comes with like an opportunity buy happens for like a mass amount of bulk. Like someone's trying to give you like 2 pallets of stuff, and you're like, all right, I need my machine.
I need the machine.
This is what
several.
I'll touch on that. We have no advertising that we buy cards.
Yeah, that's true. But we have people all the time come through.
The moment we do an Instagram or Facebook ad, or I post in the Facebook groups that we buy bulk, dude, we'd get slammed.
Yeah, we would.
We'd get slammed.
Yeah,
it's true. We had someone come by today and ask if he could bring some stuff. Like, and I was like, try just not to do it on like 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. on Friday or Saturday, because usually we're like really, really busy.
Yeah.
If you have to, come by and we'll take our time to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, but if it's at all within your capability, come before that, it's even better.
Yeah.
Because we can give you more attention.
Yeah. No, exactly. Card sorters, real ones are very expensive.
Very expensive. But they're great. They're fantastic.
I mean, they sound amazing. I don't know.
It sounds amazing.
No, I've seen it. You can literally program it to organize, like the Fizz batch in particular.
Yeah.
You can, any way you want a card organized, you can set it up your way.
Yeah.
It's not like you only have options A, B, and C. No, you create your own.
Yeah, you can
options.
custom.
And something I don't think we mentioned was that some of these machines are capable of doing that, like upload for us as well.
No, that's the whole point of the machine. It's not just about organizing. Yeah. It'll do the upload for you.
Yeah, and it'll work with Binder.
Into the system.
It'll work with Binder.
Yeah, it creates a CSV.
Completely integrated.
And then you upload, you import in one shot.
And you custom the CSV layout based on your POS system?
It knows what it is. I say that we use Binder POS.
And it understands.
And it does it.
Yeah, okay. So it's not just sorting. It's literally like you take random bulk cards or whatever, you put it in, you set it up, the bins the way you need it to. It organizes it as it's scanning each card and dumping it into a bin. It's also uploading.
It's creating that sheet for you.
It's creating the
CSV. So when it's done, I can
crazy.
be like, I want to upload this, or like I said, you're building bulk packs. You don't really care. You don't need to upload bulk packs.
So 40 grand for the thing, and that's including all the other expenses.
That's everything included.
So 40 grand, and then after it's paid off? What's the yearly cost on that? Like, what's the yearly? Is there like a yearly?
I'd have to break it down. It's like 18 or 1900 a month. If you had
1900,
if you had to lease it,
okay. But let's say you pay it off.
Lease to own. Yeah.
What's the maintenance and then what's the maintenance on it?
The insurance on it, I think it was like $200 a month, and then you gotta get, and then I think once you buy it, the first year is covered for warranty.
Yeah.
And there's maintenance kits that you get. I think 2 maintenance kits. I think or something like that.
And after that,
I'm not 100%. It's been like a month since I was touching on it.
So $200, $300 a month after. Let's say it's all paid off. You bought the thing. You have to pay. You have to. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's an expense at the end of the day, but it might. You gotta weigh out.
Some guys are making a fortune on bulk packs.
Yeah.
Right. I watch shout out RNG Games on YouTube. I watch him all the time. He's a great person to learn from.
Yeah.
He does opportunity. I watch him do opportunity buys for like the Final Fantasy decks. He bought like $20,000 worth of Final Fantasy deck, 20,000 USD. Of Final Fantasy decks.
Yeah.
They break them. Yeah. He sells the sample collector packs on eBay, and then he sorts the cards and sells the cards.
Yeah, and he talks all about it online.
Yeah. He goes through step by step.
He goes through everything.
He actually uses the Fizz batch, and I think it's called the Roku from TCG Player, another machine.
That's the TCG Player one.
Yeah, he actually uses them it does it in one machine, and then he transfers it to the other machine.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's got like a really big setup.
Yeah.
It's a whole operation.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
The only difference is I feel like in the States, and if you work at a store, you manage a store, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a lot easier to sell single in the States because of TCG Player.
Well, also the mailing system is
the mailing system, TCG Player, but TCG Player is a massive, massive.
There's a lot of things that make the system a little better.
Yeah, Canada has a lot of issues, and
Canada Post is on strike.
We're gonna just leave it at that. The again, they're on strike again.
Access to platforms that make it easier to sell for, and access to institutions that also aid in the selling process.
Yes. Yeah. This is a problem. Yeah.
So one day, I really do want to get a Fizz batch. Just financially, just makes sense right now.
Yeah. I think it's we're going in that direction. I just think it has to make sense.
Yeah, you're thinking about it ahead of time, which is good. But you're already planning, and you're seeing everything.
It's figuring out how you're going to use it, like exactly how it's going to be used once it's in the store.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to buy like you don't buy a $40,000 car and then it sits in your garage and you're like,
well,
maybe I'll use it.
Some people do.
No, if you buy a luxury car, sure,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But I'm talking about like a Honda Civic, right? You
Yeah,
don't buy a
yeah,
Honda Civic and it sits in the garage. Like you buy it with a purpose, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is going to take me to work every day.
Yeah.
It's a workhorse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it has to. I mean, for a business, it has to make you money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then if
Like, it has to generate income.
if we do the fizz batch, then it's like, all right, I think it's like a 3-month delivery time.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like in 3 months we have to load up on bulk because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that thing is not running, then it's not making money.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally always going to be running.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You'll need more space for that. That's
Yeah.
when you move to a bigger space or
We need more
whatever.
power. And no, actually, I think it only runs on 2 amps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that bad
Well,
power usage, and again, it's not that big. It's big, but it's not massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like where the second terminal was in the office, it can go there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Fizz batch.
card
40
sorters.
grand. There
Any
you go.
questions or any tips? Mention in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say.
Talking here.
Yeah,
more about
absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting actually to have, if there are other store owners, it would be interesting to hear their perspectives for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple things I had from the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about we talked about scalping, the big word scalping.
Oh shit.
Boo. But I had some. We talked about. I asked if there was scalping in Warhammer, and you said there was this one time. This thing came out.
It happens with bundles in that game.
Yeah, so there was. It happens. We kind of alluded to just now fake cards in collections,
cards,
collection big buys.
Yeah.
Proxies and TCGs. This is a big topic. Obviously, running a store, it's actually, there have been moments where proxies, something happens in the store.
Yeah.
You can talk about it if you want. And also 3D printing in tabletop.
Sure.
This is something I want to know because I 3D print.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that. I don't really advertise. It's not a YouTube thing. It's a side thing.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for years. And I know about, like, obviously I've followed up and looked into, like, printing,
like, things for things,
games and stuff, like,
yeah.
I don't do that. That's not my thing. I don't do
course.
SLA. I do
So,
FDM printing. So
yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, 3D printing in tabletop is not really like a taboo thing. There are, of course, like certain standards that follow certain tabletops. And if you go to like a Games Workshop event, you're expected to use Games Workshop products.
Totally makes sense.
At the same time, though, it's kind of impossible for people to police like the kind of paints you use on your model. People might judge you for not using Citadel and that, but there's so many paint companies that are so good.
That doesn't happen.
Like,
does it?
It happens sometimes. It's kind of a cringy
I've
thing.
never seen it happen.
Yeah,
I've never seen someone go, "What paint did you use? Army painter? Ew, disgusting."
Yeah, no, so it does.
Get out of my
I
store.
used the spray can from
it
Canadian
does.
Tire or whatever.
It's weird when it happens, but sometimes it does.
I've never seen it
It's
happen.
weird.
You must have been dreaming of that.
Yeah, maybe.
I've never
No.
seen that happen.
No. It's not a big thing. It's
Where's your jar? Where's your jar?
Yeah, let me see
see what
the
you use. I need credible
it's
sources.
not. It's not something to worry about. Honestly, it's not.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes people are like, "Oh, what kind of paint do you use?" And you're like, "Oh, I like Army Painter," and they're like, "Oh, you know what I mean?"
Okay.
So-
Everyone
So-
has their own
but, like,
preference of
yeah,
paints.
I know.
That's fine.
But like
It's
like
okay.
if someone were to 3D print a model,
Mhm.
like a really, really good model
Yeah.
of a Warhammer figure,
Sure.
and they painted it,
Yeah.
like,
It's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
okay,
It's really hard to
so
tell.
so it is. I guess this could be a problem, but like,
I think.
I don't think it affects.
Here's the
like,
thing about 3D printing.
Yeah,
Not a lot of people know how to use 3D printers.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not a
they're
lot of
very
people have the
accessible.
space to use it.
That is true.
So for models, you're using resin printers.
Yes,
Which is
yeah.
not something you want in your house.
Yes, you don't
It's
want
not something you want in your garage.
You want to
Well,
ventilate.
You
need
need a
ventilation.
secure space. It's if you're using an alcohol-based resin printer, it's very dangerous. You need to keep everything soaked in water in terms of rags
Yeah.
because it's combustible. I've worked with paint in the past, and a paint store over here in Ontario actually, like, a part of their store caught fire because he's using alcohol-based
Right.
spray material, and the guy wasn't soaking the rags in water, so it was just overnight combusted and just
Right.
burned a part of the store down.
Chemistry is weird.
So I just want to say, so I don't think it's a big deal when you 3D print models. Obviously, you want to support the company you're playing, right? That being said, a lot of the new model companies, who was that place at Gen Con Buddy bought from?
Oh,
they actually just give you the files to 3D print.
Well, but they're not the only ones.
There's lots.
This isn't even new. This is something that's been happening for a while. There's tons of smaller companies, right? Like not like GW. GW's a monolith, but there's tons of smaller companies that like either sell you CSVs. You could buy the made models from them that they print themselves using like high end printers. And, like they do all the legwork.
They'll make the things for you. But
either you can order it from them or they can just send you the files, and it's usually cheaper to get the files, but then you have to do it.
There's no shipping. There's no shipping with the files.
Yeah, no, it's digital.
You just pay the thing,
and it's usually like a few bucks or something.
But again, not everyone has $1,000 to drop on a 3D printer and a setup and everything.
Printers aren't even that much.
Well,
really.
I'm ballparking. I don't have a 3D printer. I have no idea.
There's also like
printers are really affordable. Like legitimate. Like there will literally be a time every household will have a 3D printer because it like.
But just be careful with the resin ones.
Yes.
The resin ones are a whole thing. You need ventilation.
Even to this point, though, like a lot of local libraries and like facilities have access to this. A lot of high schools now have 3D printers.
But they're more like your 3D printers.
FDM. Yeah. They're FDM printers. Yeah.
Resin printers, like I said, I know there's water-based resin now, but still like the fumes and everything you don't want in your house. You should have ventilation for any kind of printing. Okay.
To be fair, like I have space, so there's airflow. And I have like HEPA filters and stuff. But ideally, you always should ventilate, even with an FDM printer, because it's melting plastic. Yeah, you're melting plastic.
It's dead dinosaurs.
Yeah, like it's dead. Yeah, you're melting plastic. Even if they say it's safe, it's plant based, whatever, blah blah blah.
Matter,
it's still plastic, right? So you're burning plastic at super high temps. Like you should ventilate it. You shouldn't have it next to your bed. You shouldn't have it in your living room
while you're sleeping.
Yeah, no. Like,
why does my head hurt?
Like it's it's not talked about. It's starting to become more talked about now, but you should have ventilation. But I think it's SLA printing. I don't, which is resin. Yes, highly toxic. Highly toxic. Yeah. You need, like you said, things can like light on fire.
and to extend just like the broader point about printing in the hobby space, like this kind of stuff is a creative hobby. And so if you have access to a printer, if you can make yourself STL files or EXEs, and you can like make nice pieces of terrain or additions to your models. Maybe you like new heads. You don't like the heads that come with or shoulder pads or things.
I bought custom pieces before.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's cool. That's cool.
It's akin to kit bashing. I have my Mecha Dread that is like the body of a Redemptor Dreadnought, but the arms are totally kit bashed, and there's the pieces all over it.
I know it's been 4 years, but when I eventually do my Space Marines, I want to make them the Minotaur theme and get Minotaur heads.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah. So it exists. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's not like
it's not looked down on.
It's not really looked down upon. It's interesting because relating to TCGs, proxying is a whole.
Yeah. Well, I think too in hobbies though, there's like a big scale to it. Like putting a Coke can on the table and calling it something is different than like having something 3D printed.
Yeah, we're talking about 3D printed though, and like you said, it's a hobby, right? It's a creative hobby, so it's not a big deal.
I was just curious because I don't play tabletop anymore at all, and obviously when I did, the 3D printers weren't even a thing. And it's just interesting because with the proxying and TCGs across all TCGs, and competitively, it's an issue in tournaments. Obviously, you have judges, you have to get deck checks, stuff like that. So like, it doesn't really fly. Kitchen table playing, like obviously
you do at your home is
whatever you do at home is your business.
But like in a store, let me ask you that if you were running let's say a Warhammer event or some other tabletop war event, would you allow for?
So that is an interesting question. People don't realize GW is kind of like hands-off competitive play. They're a hobby producer before they're a competitive game, and they very openly state that all the time. So like the way that Warhammer events are run, it's up to the organizer. It's up to the organization.
So
it's not their event; it's the store's.
You said that. You said that last episode where they're hands off. They don't. There's no like codes because they don't really do like promo stuff or whatever.
Exactly.
It's really it's
not like Wizards with the WPN, the Wizards Play Network, and like you have to get tickets and pricing, and they send you stuff.
Yeah, most large tournaments are actually just privately done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So at that point, it's just decided by the event,
by the organizer.
The organizer. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I will say though,
that's
now
cool.
let's transition over to TCGs.
Yeah, proxying.
What you do in your home is your business. If you can't afford a card, but you want to play with a card, and you're going to proxy it, your business. What I will say is that if you proxy every card possible, you're not supporting the LGS.
Yeah, it does hurt the store.
A large part of our sales is singles, right? And if every player just proxied all the cards that they needed, then we wouldn't sell singles anymore. And it's a huge chunk of sales gone, right? And honestly, if that were to happen with the hobby over time, then the stores just won't sell singles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like, to me, it doesn't bother me personally, but I have an issue. Like, I think it was like 2 months ago where someone said, "Oh, they have this." It was a very special card. I can't remember what it was, but it was like $50 something. And he goes, "Oh, they have this card," and we price checked it for him. It was like 50 something, and his buddy was like, "No, dude, don't. I'll print it out for you. Don't buy it, right? I'll print it for you. It's not a big deal." And it's like, you're in the store. I always try to look at it as like, we're supporting the community the best we can. We hope that in your mindset you're going to help us the best you can. And you're not really helping us when you're just telling, "Don't buy the cards, I'll print it for you."
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't help the store.
It's kind of a shit thing to say in the store.
It doesn't. And with our TCG, with our cards, we don't mark up our cards in the showcase. It's TCG price. Market value.
Market value.
We don't increase it by 20% or 25%. It's just what the market is. And it really hurts us. I mean, it hurt me. Like, I'll tell you the truth. I was hurt by it, right? When in the office head down, because like, I mean, told Daniel, like, do we just, like, is this going to be the environment in the store? I'm like, I hope this is not like, because it's a big play group of friends.
Yeah, it's not the majority.
No, it's not.
It's not the majority of people.
When you hear it, you like,
it feels bad.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah.
Like, it was a feel bad moment for me, where I was like,
yeah,
this is a large play group that comes in the store. If the entire play group just proxies now instead of getting singles, and that's going to hurt us, right?
There was an incident with a play group that does play high power, or CADH, right? And there was, I don't remember the name. I'm not going to say their name anyway. But they did confront a group that was proxying, and they did make it clear that it's like, you guys are hurting the store. So by doing that, like, why are you proxying? Like, at the end of the day, if you don't have the card, don't play. You don't need to play the card, right? But this power creep of like the play groups start to,
well, it's
they want to have the most powerful thing. Next thing you know, they're playing CDH. Now, in the CDH community, proxying is it's okay in if it's not a sanctioned event, and maybe even in some sanctions events, depending on the organizer, it might be okay. I don't know if they limit it. Old school, same thing. Old school's wildly expensive because you're dealing with like real Black Lotus, Power 9. So that's a different thing, because that's more of like hey, we were around during that time. We got to experience the beginning of Magic. We have these cards. You can't. There's no way people are gonna drop like 50 grand on a Black Lotus or whatever.
It's easy money. No,
easy, easy money.
Yeah.
Black Lotus or the Fizz Batch machine.
Yeah. I will say this, because I know some guys that they're like, I'm proxying this card because it's in my collection and I don't want to wear it out. That to me is like, that's fine. Right?
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh, I want my deck to be powerful, so I'm going to proxy every whatever card.
Every card,
Ancient Tomb or Painland or whatever, like just because I want a more powerful deck, right? Like, I understand, like, financially you might not be able to buy the card. Listen, this is all I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. If you're gonna proxy, you gotta proxy. That's up to you. And you may not be in a financial situation that you can buy the card.
Yeah,
that's fine. Just for me as a store owner, don't come in my store and convince people not to buy cards in the showcase and that you'll print it for them. That's it.
Literally, that's what it comes down to.
It's your pod. Yeah. We provide the space for you. It's your pod. You could do whatever you want at the table as long as your pod knows you're playing with proxies, and they probably do because you're all friends. Just don't come in the store and say, "Don't buy here. I'll print it." Like that emotionally bothers me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I talk to people about it all the time because people are talking about their decks and telling me how they need this, they need that. And I'm like, well, you don't really, like, I always talk to people, I always help people build decks.
Yep.
And I always tell people you need to make a consistent deck before you put a lot of money into it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make good, cheap, consistent decks.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
We talk about this a lot, and I the synergy versus like the generic card that does the thing, like
because expensive cards usually just make decks faster, but if your decks don't do anything,
well, this is the power creep. This is the issue, and it happens a lot with like newer players where they they come into the game, and then they automatically go to like the most powerful deck that they can get, and then they start like, rolling over all their friends, and then from there, their friends like, well, I have to get the thing,
arms war.
the arms war, and it happens every time, every play group.
There's also an aspect of this that it's like catching people off guard, right? Like big fish, little pond situations.
Yeah,
because like Ristic Studies,
that's
like,
a player thing.
Well, but people, especially newish players, will go on about like how good Ristic Study is. Ristic Study is a good card, but it's not in the 100 really that special, because realistically, out of the other 3 people, when you play a Ristic Study, one of those 3 people should be able to take it off the board.
Yeah.
And if that's not happening, that your group isn't balanced to play that kind of game.
No, exactly.
That's, I mean, and then when it gets to that point, people get really upset. They're like, oh, I can never have Ristic Study because my friend keeps ruining. It's like they should.
Yeah.
That's how the game is played.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're playing the game according to the board, and Ristic Study's drawing the person, if dozens of cards,
is going to lose you the game, you should deal with it.
You should deal with it. Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just like game understanding, threat assessment, and all that stuff. No, it's interesting. The proxy thing is interesting, and from a store perspective, I was just like, I think it's for people to like understand, like, don't do that thing.
Yeah, please don't do that. Please don't, because like I said, it's just like it's not nice for it. Like, don't go into a random store, or don't go into a store and just be like, don't buy from the store. Good, like, get it printed. And the same thing actually this weekend, it happened a few times where it was like, don't buy from here, go down the street. And I was like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're in my house, like what is wrong with you? Like, I actually like said it to him. I'm like, you're in my house. Like, don't say that. Like, come on, brother.
Was that our little friend?
Yeah, it was our little friend.
Yeah. The footprints. The footprints.
Yeah. And
I'm not gonna say his name, but if he watches this, he'll know who he is.
Yeah, he's still young, right? So
he's actually.
But it was just like, don't do that. But it was him and actually one other person too, and it was just like, again, I'll say this. Like, we do our best to help everyone out, right? So please don't come in the store and just be, don't buy here, go over here, right?
Your response to that was so funny, because it was so like the whole store. It's a small store, right? It's a small store, 30 people, and you're like, whoa, and then the whole store just went quiet. It was so funny. Anyway,
it's don't do that. And don't please don't make cash transactions in the store.
Oh my god, the cash transactions
please thing. Don't go outside and do it. Just
well, we see it every now and again. We tell people, we try to be as concise and comfortable about it. We don't want to make people uncomfortable. We say, listen, we understand you're doing your thing, but don't do that inside.
Let's go outside.
That's a you thing.
Let's go outside. You know the whole restaurant thing? You don't go to a restaurant, you buy a bunch of food for takeout, and then you go to the next restaurant, you sit there and eat. That's literally like,
also
that applies to like all stores.
Yeah.
And in a hobby store, they're selling product. Like,
also,
don't sell your product in the store to someone else. Like, that's crazy,
Also, don't go to a pizzeria and tell everyone that the pizza in the place across the street is better. That's weird. That's just weird.
All right, just be thoughtful when you're in a store. Yeah, right. Like,
it's common sense, but like anyway.
Anyways, that's my stand on proxies. It's your business. Do what you want. Just don't openly convince someone not to buy something.
Yeah, right? That's a weird one.
And also, like, if you play with proxies, that's your business, but don't be offended that you're not allowed to use proxies in sanctioned events.
Oh yeah.
That's a rule imposed by Wizards of the Coast. That's not a personal doctrine that I'm extending onto you.
Actually, this is a good thing to bring up, because as you grow as a store, there are tiers to grow as a store to become like a WPM, a premium, and whatever. these types of sanctioned events, like real, like you start putting on these big events, you have to get more strict about the rules and stuff. Now, right now, the community, like we're doing draft, we're doing like pre-releases.
Yeah,
nothing crazy. Commander's casual, standard showdowns,
championships, like the quarterly stuff. But
so but even in those standard championships, right? Like, but that's judged by someone we helps us bring in usually,
or you,
or someone in the community, some community member that can help with like rulings and stuff.
I want to give him a shout out, but I don't remember his name. And sorry,
that's all right.
We're sorry.
There's a lot of people. Great guy, though. But like as you grow as a store, like this actually becomes more serious, like a lot more serious for you, because it could actually ruin, or not ruin, but it could like
it can ruin our reputation.
I guess it could ruin your
Wizards.
reputation.
I don't think it can ruin our reputation. It depends on how you handle the situation. Right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what it is. So if we're hosting like a high end event, say we become WN Premium, we join the the face-to-face tour, right? Because they're the store in Canada. They host the tournaments, the big tournaments.
Yep.
And say we hosted something like that with like the premium prize support, and you're using a proxy, you are DQ'd. I mean, as far as I understand it from the rules, you're DQ'd, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And and maybe some people give you shit for that. Maybe some people won't. But at the end of the day, we just follow the rules we're given.
Yeah. I mean,
they're imposed onto us.
They are. Yeah. Like if you start doing this next level of stuff,
of course,
which is a little ways away, but. Yeah. Again, these are like things you have to think about.
But it comes up in conversations, especially with people trying to have conversations with us about like how they're allowed to use proxies, and they're like, "But what about this?"
And that's why we're talking about it here.
Exactly.
So people that are not in the store, maybe they don't know. They just
that conversation happened, right?
It happens all the time. Yeah. Happens all the time because people try to gamify it, right? And I don't know if they're trying to feel like us out on our personal stance on proxies. But really, at the end of the day, it's like what is allowed in a professional setting, and in these big like tournaments, like again, imposed onto us. Is no proxies.
Yeah, there's rules. You just got to follow the rules, and it is what it is.
That's all it is.
Yep.
That's all it is.
That's how it goes.
What else? There was something I lost my train of thought on that one, but it's okay.
Look at the list.
It's not a part of that. It was what we were talking about with the thing.
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
It's okay. It's all good.
It'll hit you again later.
Yeah, it'll be random. You'll be talking about D&D or something.
You'll be like, guys, come back.
Text
message. Yeah. You guys still awake?
Yeah, we'll cut to all of us in the pajamas.
We'll do. It'll go from in studio to like Skype or whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Proxies. The landlord. Landlords.
I know landlords suck.
We don't have to talk about landlords.
I know. It's just
I wrote it down as like an idea because we were chatting about this yesterday.
Like, we don't own the building. We rent the building or the space. It's just, sometimes you just get into like a business conflict, and it's just like so annoying. It takes up so much time, and it's just like, what a waste of time, right? What a waste of time.
Would you rather deal with that or sort cards manually?
Sort cards, 100% sort cards.
Fair.
It's such a stupid thing where it's like, I'm right, she's wrong. Like, I am legally right, she is legally wrong, but it's like, what's the cost to get a lawyer involved to fight the case for you?
Yeah.
Just pay whatever and move on.
Yeah. It's cheaper
to just pay it, move on, and just be done with it. And it's so stupid that it has to come down to that. That's my opinion about it. It's so bad. I'm rolling my eyes. These are so stupid.
This is running a business. This is literally business stuff.
Yeah,
this is business stuff.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's goofy.
But you know what? I understand. I here's the thing. I understand her point of view.
Yeah.
Right. I completely understand her point of view. I get it.
However,
but my lease agreement specifically says X, Y, and Z.
Otherwise,
it doesn't say A, B, and C. It doesn't say, it says X, Y, Z, not A, B, and C.
That's right.
So legally, I'm right. Morally, I'm going to help her out.
Yeah.
I understand she's in a tough situation.
Yeah. Well, you crunched the numbers and you realized.
Well, listen, I know she's in a tough situation. She's not a bad landlord, right?
Yeah.
She's very business savvy.
Yeah, and she's been great.
And they've been okay, great. There's been some stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're not bad.
I know.
Anyways, it's just what it is. It's just business shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it openly here.
No. But it came up in conversation, and I jokingly put landlords because you said landlords, and then here we are.
I hope to one day own my own building.
Yes.
I had one last thing I put down, customer comments. This was just off the top of my head. Customer comments, things people actually comment on unrelated to cards, Like what are, and this like even reviews might even play in this too. Like an example of like someone going to another store and they complain about something, and then they go to your store and they're like, wow, like it smells great in here or something like that. Like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah.
I once had someone say your bathrooms are clean.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
like this person has this person has suffered something.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to a bathroom in LGS once, and it was like, oh my Lord.
Well, the worst like,
I don't need to use the bathroom anymore.
Yeah, the worst bathrooms are convention bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, convention halls.
There's this meme. You can kind of put it. You can put any venue on this meme. It's basically like a drawn washroom. The person is like feet to hands, like against the wall, but above the toilet. Yeah, and it's just like that's what people do in these venues anyway.
At Gen Con a couple years ago, I went to go use the bathroom, and it was like whoever used it before. What's wrong with you? Are you blind? Like just piss everywhere except for the fucking urinal. I had to use the bath to do number 2. I had to take a dump. There's piss everywhere all over the floor. It's like I'm not even stepping in. I like turned around. I walked away. I'm like, I have to book it back to the hotel room. I'm just leaving. I'm going back to the hotel to use the bathroom. This is disgusting.
Anyway,
this is
an example. Is there any more? Are there any more examples? Because I've thought about it. Because it's funny. Because it has nothing to do with TCG. It's like this is like a totally like.
It's not about the hobby thing.
This is a human thing. This is a human thing now, right? It's like, wow, your store smells really clean. It's like, wow, it's really like,
But people always comment that the store is clean, which is nice.
This is nice. Yeah. We do our best to clean it. Right? Yeah. Keep upkeep. It's very important for us.
Yeah.
One thing we're actually going to start doing once a month is like we're going to fully clean those chairs. So I have like a carpet cleaner,
like steamer.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll spray it down like heavy, and then like use the carpet cleaner to give it like a deep clean.
Actually, well, that's a good movement point. People compliment us on the chairs.
Yeah, there's a comfortable chairs.
Episode 1, we talked about the chairs.
There's a whole chair thing.
There's a whole chair.
Yeah, the shorts going there.
Chair content is peak.
Yeah, chair. Yeah. God, the chairs. No, exactly. So it's
we do. People talk about they come in the store. So it's really crazy that it's like a comment that like blows my mind all the time. Someone will come up the steps because it's on a second floor, so you don't really see the store until you go up all the way up the steps. So it looks kind of like
Well, you just see a staircase.
You just see stairs.
Yeah. And I had people come up the stairs and go, "Wow, it was really nice in here, right?" And it's like, and it's like I've never heard of you guys before. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we've only been operating since December of 2024." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And some people have been like, this store is like really well like laid out. You look like you've been here for years.
Yeah. No, it happens more often than not.
Yeah,
like it really does. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, me and Dan always joke to our regulars, like we're Italian, so we have to move stuff around all the time. So we're always changing something in the store, right?
Every 4 days.
It's
just growing. We're growing, right? So we always have to like. We just added a second POS terminal.
Yeah.
Because like we get to a point where it's like when it's a pre-release weekend or it's just a busy night, we need a second terminal to cash people out, right?
I mean, it is limited space, right? Yeah. So you're trying to utilize the space as much as possible. It
is hard because every time you do something, you're like, how could we possibly do something else? And then we find a way to do something else.
Yeah. Actually, it is getting tricky. It is getting.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Let's hear it.
Mike doesn't know this yet.
This won't come out until
he'll find out
until he knows it.
Until he knows. Next week.
Yeah.
So I had to buy the piece for the second terminal, right? Like the stand.
Yeah.
And me and Dale put it together, and we had to drill the 2-inch hole to run the wires through it. And I had drilled too close to the edge, and it hit the steel pin that holds the shelf.
Oh.
And I went, okay, it's pretty close. Let me just try to not like hammer it out, right? I'm like, I'll just hammer it out. It'll be fine. I
butchered it.
I hammered it and I collapsed the corner.
I probably should have told him not to. It was also on me to be like a person who was outside of sane mind.
Yeah, it's just like I wasn't thinking. I was just like, I need to get this done. I wasn't just pushed it. Anyways, I shouldn't have done it. I broke it. We had to MacGyver fix it.
We fixed it.
So we filled it with pudding.
Yeah.
We filled it with pudding.
You used pudding, snack packs.
Yeah, snack packs. Yeah. No, we filled it with putty and whatnot. And Daniel, I think, painted over it today, and we had to reinforce it underneath.
Used years of hobby experience.
Yeah. But man, what a you know when you're like, this is gonna work, and then you do, and you're like, that was so stupid.
Yeah. But we fixed it.
Yeah, now it's fixed, but it's just like I'll always see it. You know what I mean? I'll always know
it's not completely invisible, but yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah. It was just a little funny story.
I could put a little flock on it, make it scenic,
That's
but like,
funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's my story.
That's his story.
That was recent. That was like 3 days ago.
Yeah,
that was Friday. That was like Friday. Almost yesterday.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Is there anything else that people say about the store? Like comment is there any negative comments? Anything?
Well, I mean, not to us, not to me at least.
Yeah, not to our faces.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe there are. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some people upset about breaking the seal.
Yeah, that's
on
happened.
Some product. I mean, that's happened with two or three people. Like we had a guy. Like I think I talked about this last episode. He came in. He's like, "I want to buy all your stuff," and I was like,
I was like,
he was like, "Oh, I want all of it, right?" And I'm not trying to be specific. But anyways, he wanted to buy it all, and I said, "Well, it's one per customer." Mm-hmm. And he questioned why that is.
Was it Pokemon?
No, it wasn't. It was One Piece. One Piece.
Yeah. Oh, One Piece.
And I said it's one per customer. And we break the seal. And he got upset that it was one per customer, and he got upset that we broke the seal. And the conversation came up about, well, don't you guys want to make money? And guys, it's going to sell. Mm-hmm. If you're going to buy it all or not, it will sell. Yeah. Like when a set is hot, it's hot.
Yeah. Well, right? people have asked me because we talked about this a little earlier in the episode. People talked about that to me about Mega Evolutions, right? And again, not specific customers.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same reasoning.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you sell the box? I'll buy it all right now. It's like, well, like I don't know if you're aware, but in a few days I'll probably sell it anyways.
Yeah, it's gone anyways.
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna sell no matter what.
We don't post things online until like official release. They're gone by then.
And we don't do that for a reason.
Yeah.
Right. We don't just not post online because we don't know how.
Yeah, but people that know the schedules and everything, and they're looking for that specific product. Was it PRB2?
PRB02.
PRB02.
Yeah.
And we explain it to everyone. Like, keep your eyes on the Discord because we offer our locals. Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's some guys too that missed out. They're like, we thought you still had more. Like, we had a guy come in with just like a wad of cash in his hand, and he's like, "You got any more PRV2, right?"
No, yeah, he's like,
I'm here
to buy PRV2.
Yeah, as if like the cash is gonna, make PRV02.
We've had people question that we're hiding product in the back. Yeah. We're not hiding product. I have no space in the office. Like, I didn't know there. Like there's no space.
There's literally no space.
So I was like, it's gonna sell. We don't.
I could take you through a tour on the closet. Yeah. There's nothing in there.
We don't get a lot. We don't. People might think that we get a lot. We don't get a lot of product. Right, our allocation is still bad. So.
We're trying to get a lot.
Yeah, it's funny, eh? And those aren't the players. Those are like the.
No, there's some of them are the players that they just like. There was one guy who's like, I just want to buy all of it and crack it all, right? And I was like, you can't. Well, some just can't. We can't.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the.
Even the Avatar.
I too am desperate for product.
Yeah, I Avatar: Last Airbender. I had someone. So it's funny because the policy is one per customer. I had someone come in and he's like, I want to get two. And I was like, well, it's one per customer. His girlfriend came back later, set up an account and bought it, right?
Yeah.
One per customer. I can't say no. I know what he's doing. You
could bring your dad, your sister, right? Like, I mean, really.
Yeah,
as long as one per customer, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like.
But whenever there's systems, people find out how to game systems.
I mean, I can't say no. What am I gonna do, right? Am I gonna be like, no, get out of here? I know what you're doing, right?
I know what you're doing.
No, okay. He brought his girlfriend. She set up an account. She made the purchase.
They did things within the clarity of the rules.
Yeah, and what do I know? Maybe she is a Magic player.
Yeah, maybe she wants to get the thing.
What do I know?
It's just like this balance between like appeasing the customer base and the locals, and also like trying to make money from the sale and also new customers and all that stuff. But you don't know, like, there's the way the industry has gone now. It's so chaotic. But like people are trying to buy it all. They're trying to resell it. They're doing this. It's like,
but at the same time too, it's so hard for us to make assumptions on people's intentions.
But you can't, like,
we don't have to worry about it anymore because we break the seal.
Yeah, exactly. But
so this is where
it's not just the plastic wrap, It's on the bundles too, and the gift bundles. We pull the cardboard, we tear it,
the tab.
And everyone knows that.
Yeah.
We tear it.
We explain it to everyone before we make any kind of pre-sale.
Yeah. They don't just open things and like sell you an open thing. It's like, I'm here to pick up a thing. You're like, it's one per customer. We break the seal, and then they will cut the plastic or pull the tab, right?
Or pull the tab.
And in front of you. Just for clarification.
You're not coming in with a pile of cards out of packs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's being done in front of the customer on pickup. Like, it's funny because I had someone message me. He's like, "Can you mail it to me with the seal on?" And I was like, "Well, no. Like,
you can package the seal in the package.
No, you can videotape ourselves taking it off.
The whole point of like the community Discord is to offer it to the local guys first, right? Like, I understand that you're a customer of mine from Quebec, right? Or Vancouver, but you see the Discord post and we specifically say that we're going to break the seal, right? If you want to buy it with the seal broken and I ship it out to you, that's up to you, right? That's completely up to you. But, again, the local guys get first dibs.
But again, like, it's easy to post online and blow it out. But that's not the objective. The objective is to help support the people who support us come by week after week, right?
No, exactly, yeah. Which is a good way to good way to do it.
This is in hopes that we're gonna grow into a massive thing because we supported this community.
I think we already see good things from it. Like, I mean, a lot of people, like, there's been online chatter about how bad Spider-Man has been for a lot of places. Our place, we've been fine.
Yeah,
right. Spider-Man was normal. And again, though, and people who've talked to me about this in the store who were like, oh, yeah, this was whatever, right? And it's like, well, like, a lot of people who came to the pre-release for Spider-Man were locals, like a lot of same faces, right? Some new faces, but a lot of same faces. Yeah, a lot of happy people, right? And it's like, I think one hand washes the other, right? It's a comment saying my dad loves
my dad loves saying
it. Italian dude, loves it. But, But yeah, you support the community supports you, right? We've offered as fair as we can pricing for things and availability to things, and we saw the community come out during Spider-Man and supported
the store.
It was a good pre-release.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't complain about
the only thing that happened when the store gets packed. There's a specific area in the store where the airflow is not the greatest. We're working on
we're working on it.
But again, it's not our unit, so we cannot make changes without permission.
There's a limit to how fast we can respond to things.
Well, there's a limit of what we can and cannot do, right? Like, we can't just... I think someone mentioned, just punch a hole in it, right? And it's like, I have a $10,000 security deposit, and I don't need to give them a reason to not give that back to me.
Exactly.
So, like, yes, when it's a pre-release and it's crowded, it's a little warm. The AC is cranked to the absolute lowest temperature I can set it to, guys. And I understand. The only other problem too is we can't keep the door open because we have customers that do smoke, and then that smell comes into the store. And some people do not like. I mean, I don't like the smell of cigarettes.
I mean, they might have to. They might just have to move further away. That's just what's going to happen.
Just human nature, they won't, right?
But you can also police that because we're in the store, we're busy.
No, I understand, but I mean, given it's mostly locals, I think it'll be okay.
We can ask the guys for the next one. Okay, the next one will be in November, so we can get that nice cool air in the store.
Just like we're working
exactly.
on it. We'll give announcements.
That's the one thing like people have said to us is like, it gets hot when there's that many people
30
in the
people,
store.
and
it's like, I understand.
Everyone to the office where it's like minus.
Oh man, I closed the vent. I have to close the vent.
So cold in the office.
It's bad.
I wore a sweater the other day and it was 28 degrees outside.
I wear a sweater all the time, even in the summer.
Yeah, it's true. You do.
People are looking at me in the summertime like, aren't you boiling?
Cold.
And I'm like,
when it's empty, it's cold.
But I'm like, but I'm also standing under the vent.
Yeah, right. The vent is literally right above
my head. I am just cold air on me all day.
So we're doing our best with it.
There's limitations. Yeah.
Obviously, I would love the whole space to be super comfortable for everybody, but when there's that many people in a room,
you know what? Talking about what people have said, people have told us that our store is comfortable.
Cozy.
Cozy.
But not just cozy, but even ventilated. Like they say it's nice and cool normally, right? Outside of like
the only time we have an issue is when it's a huge release and the store is packed.
When there's 30 people plus in the store.
Yeah, that's the only issue. And heads up for all the locals too. Usually, historically, what we've done with pre-releases is I cap it to 24. So I'll do 24 Friday and then 24 Saturday afternoon and 24 in the evening. A trend I've noticed is that Friday nights are usually busier and we cap out on our tickets. And what happens is as Saturday progresses, we don't sell out on all the tickets. Unless it was Final Fantasy, but that's its own beast.
That's it,
what we're going to do is, to elaborate on that last thing, we usually keep 2 tables open for open play for commander pods and whatnot. What I'm going to try for Avatar, because remember, in order for the store to grow, I need to get as many tickets as I possibly can for pre-releases, and we're stuck at the 75 number.
But to be fair, we are recently stuck at the 75 number. We've not always had this.
Yeah, they do an evaluation every 3 months. So when we started, I think they were only giving us 30 kits. Now they're allocating us, and I say they, Wizards. Wizards does this allocation based on participation of events, and
how
they
many
do it every
tickets
3 months.
We generate for the pre-release.
And that gives you X amount of pre-release kits. So
for the next thing.
Yeah, so 15 per case. So you started with 2 cases.
Yeah, right now we're guaranteed 5 cases.
5 cases.
So Wizards will allocate that to us. So they tell our distro, hey, Avatar Last Airbender, you get 5 cases. That's 75 kits. Here's your price support for those.
And they can't short you on that. They can't short you on.
No, they're not allowed to short you on that. It has to be fulfilled. So that's the one thing I know I'm getting. Yeah. Like for sure. The point of this is that Fridays are usually busier and we're usually sold out and we have to turn people away. So for Avatar Last Airbender, I am going to tell everyone that the store Friday evening is going to be for pre-release only.
Yeah, we are increasing the amount of seats available, the amount of tickets available for that Friday event.
That makes sense.
For all the events.
Yeah.
I'm trying to push to that 105 mark, which is the next next thing.
So. And we appreciate all of our locals who come out and support us for pre-release.
Again, I don't think people would have an issue with that.
I don't think people have an issue.
I think it's totally.
Most of the time, people have been calling and saying, "Do you have seats available?"
Yeah.
And we'll be like, "Yeah, come on by," right?
Or the walk-ins and it's packed and it's like, sorry,
I mean, from our experience running the store, about half the number of, if you take the number of people who show up with pre-purchased tickets, about half that number come into the store, walk in looking for space. Right. And again, that's based on my experience doing these pre-release events, because either they've tried to go somewhere else or they found out about you through the Wizards Play Network last minute, and they're coming through to try to find pre-release things.
Little plug, Avatar Last Airbender on Friday,
November 14th.
7:30 p.m. and then Saturday,
November 15th
at 2:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. again.
Yeah.
Try to be there half an hour early for registration. $50 tickets. Every ticket comes with 2 play boosters, and
which we hand out in the 3rd round.
Which we'll hand out during the 3rd round because we don't want people to accidentally mix their packs.
We also
with their pre-release kits.
Yeah, want people to
and we want to have people participate in the event. So
it's not as common in Magic as other things, but like
people getting up and be like, I'm gonna play this event, and then I'm gonna leave.
We had people saying, I'll buy a ticket and leave. Like we've had people tell us that, and we said no.
This is a good point actually to bring up.
I was actually gonna come into this.
This is a good segue.
Anyways, I will say that we are still trying to figure out how we want to handle the price support that we offer. In the past, we were making, just for clarity's sake, we were making no money off of our tickets because we try to keep it MSRP, and then we were taking a play booster out from our inventory for every 2 people participating in the event, and that would be top 3 cut.
And we did that last time at Tarkir?
The last time we did that was
or was it
Edge?
Edge.
As in was Edge. The last time we did that, and the problem is that now that we're at the point where we are, we need to start looking at. We need to make some money, right? We need to make some money. We offer everything at MSRP, so it's not like if I sell a collector box for $1,500, I make the markup there, right? No, I'm selling as low as we possibly can. So for the ticket, we have to actually make a little bit of money off of that. So we cannot include like a free play booster out of our pocket going forward, but. That being said, the price support that Wizards give us, we literally give out to you guys. That's why you get 2 packs for playing. And I personally want these pre-release events to be as casual as possible because it is just a pre-release event. We cap it to 3 rounds. That's it.
Yeah,
3 rounds. because
usually it's 4, right?
Well, it's for every 8 players you increase the round.
It by but it gets like most people are like
nobody wants to pay.
No one wants to be there till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, most people are like it's taking too long, and people
we tried that in the majority.
We did
try it.
Yeah,
we did. We've had a few people who were like, "Oh yeah, we should go more," but then a majority of people are like, "No."
The serious players will go because the way like the thing is set up is like the X amount of rounds stops tiebreakers from happening. So the more serious players were like, well, if I had gone an extra round, I would have won.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's just a pre-release event. It's nothing crazy. Like most stores that I talk to on the Facebook group just do 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And it's very casual. I know now here's the thing. Some people come up to us and go, well, at this store, they do 3 wins, they get these many packs, or they go 2-1, they get these many packs. But they don't give you the 2 packs for
showing up,
for getting a ticket.
Yeah.
The prize support that they give to the players that go 3-0 or 2-1 or whatever. We are just handing those prize supports out to the players.
Yeah, exactly.
So everybody gets 2 packs for coming.
Just for
that's it.
That's it. And that's on top of the kit you get for participating, right?
Yeah.
Like you pay your ticket price, you get your kit, you do your
I feel like that's a more friendly environment because now everyone's going to get their packs. I feel like if you come to a pre-release event and you did the 3-0, well, if you drew bad or if your packs weren't good or you got mana screwed and you're like, well, I didn't win anything.
Yeah, you threw a game, whatever.
So I understand the guys who go 3-0 that want to win because we had a lot of feedback going like, well, I went 3-0 and I didn't get anything. And it was like...
But also people don't necessarily understand like the tiebreakers that go on, right? And I mean, how the system
starts. How the tiebreaker is done is that's all through the WPN.
Yeah.
Like, I understand 4 people went 3-0. But the system will pick top 3, right?
Yeah, and it has a logic to how it does that. It doesn't do it randomly.
Yeah. There's a win rate percentage and all this stuff.
With that being said, I personally want the pre-release events to be more casual, friendly events for people to come and experience a new set and go like, hey, this is what I built. What'd you build? Oh, that's really cool. I didn't think about that combo, right?
It's learning a new set.
It's a way to experience it.
That's what it is.
With that being said, we are thinking of... for Avatar is for everyone that participates gets a raffle ticket. For every win, you get a raffle ticket. The raffle ticket goes into a draw, and then either it's going to be a basket for every event, or a large basket at the end of the weekend. And then we'll contact you and say, hey, like, you won the raffle.
You won the thing.
Got it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So ticket
that's
per
not
win.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
But that's what we're thinking about.
It's something we're
pondering some ideas to make it so that it's casual. It's casual enough for the casuals. It's competitive enough for the people that really want to come in. The reason to go to a draft, especially after 3 weeks of a set being out and they're tired of it, is to like get some store credit or get some packs or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like, you kind of have to cater to the two
sides,
and however you do it,
but
based
it's
on
a balance.
It is a balance, and you have to base it off of obviously everything. Cost, your cost that you're getting the product for, your support that you have from Wizards, like everything.
But even to that point too, if you're a very competitive person, come out to some of our standard events, right? Like we have some cool events going on.
Well, standard.
It's a different format.
It's like the Spider-Man. Is it the Spider-Man?
There's the Spider-Man
store
comic book.
Comic book. Yeah. I think that's cool.
That's really cool.
If you're in Spider-Man,
they had the City of Brass for Final Fantasy.
City of Brass was a big deal.
I'm sure there's going to be other really cool prizes coming up for other things.
Those are competitive. Those are prizes for competitive events, right?
Yeah.
Draft is a weekly thing. It's a way to get people out.
Exactly. We're not against competitive natured things or anything like that, but these kind of events are definitely a more casual setting, right?
Pre-release is common experience.
And there can be clear winners and losers. There can be this, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we also want to make it comfortable as, we want people to be able to come in and be introduced into Magic. We've had a lot of people through our store who've come out for their first ever kind of event through pre-release or through draft or whatever, what have you. And we love that. We love giving people the opportunity to come in and experience that, right? It's a good just entry into the hobby, into the kind of almost competitive nature that comes along.
And the store makes it easy because it's tight net and the community is really nice. And there's a lot of new players in the store,
And people are pretty cool.
Everyone's
people
chill.
are pretty cool,
everyone's
right?
Everyone's
but
chill,
to my point to that, to a lot of people who are very competitive during the pre-release, that's cool. You can be competitive to a point, but there are also events that are more appropriate for competitiveness.
Yeah. The just I want to clarify because I just want to make sure you I understand correctly. When you buy a pre-release kit, generally there's 2 packs, 2 play boosters that come with the as an addition. Okay.
As an addition.
And those are technically prize support packs. Now, it's up to the store to decide if those 2 packs go with the pre-release kit or
they can do anything they want.
Or they pool them all the packs together and then top 3 or top 4 get okay, so that's
up to the store's discretion.
Okay.
There's stores that do if you go 3-0 and 2-1, there's stores that go for every win.
There's stores for every win, there's stores that split it into the pool and give it to a certain top.
Okay. And then your cost of the pre-release event would be based off of whether those packs are included or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're not included, they're just like part of the win.
That's how we did it before. Like we threw them in ourselves.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah. But that was at a time before we were.
You weren't even getting. Yeah. You didn't even get a booster box.
Yeah, we didn't get anything from Wizards for that.
For your prize support because the previous event was so low turnout.
Because we were new.
You were new. You just started.
Exactly. It also didn't help us that we started with all of this. I think our first pre-release was Aether Drift.
Yeah, it was a
Aether, and that was a bomb. Yeah,
it was a bomb.
But it was for a bunch of different reasons, right? People didn't love Aether Drift as a set. It came out during a bad snowstorm.
Yeah, it was a bad time. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there was a lot happening.
Yeah, we're at a point right now where we can we're gonna have like solid prize support for Avatar. I think before we were capped at like 50 kits for prize support. Now we're like 75 kits for prize support, which means that like any kit that doesn't like any ticket that doesn't sell, we can like you buy a kit, you get 2 packs like for the ones that were introduced for prize support, right?
Yeah. Because no, that's when I would buy.
That's what some stores do.
Yeah, that's what some stores do. Because I remember in the past, a set would come out, and instead of buying just like a draft box at the time, I would get 6.
You get
pre-release kits because the value is there. You get your 36 packs total
plus a promo and
plus
dice.
A promo per kit and 2 additional packs per kit. So the value is like
it's really good.
Quite good.
I mean, even to that point, we've seen a lot of success holding pre-release kits that we can find out of distro.
Yeah,
right.
We love selling pre-release.
Yeah, we love it.
Pre-release kits are amazing. Love it. Yeah, they're such a good product.
It's just like I see it as a good, and we've talked about this before because bundles are hard to find.
Yeah, for some reason they're hard to get. Yeah.
Bundles are now more exclusive than they've ever been because 1, we're not getting as many as we want to through distro. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
And 2, they're just not that available.
Yeah.
But so these pre-release kits have like in a way replaced the bundle.
Yeah.
Right on the shelf.
Well, and they look good on the shelf.
They do look great.
They look good. They fill the space, and people go like they want the in between.
It's a good value for people. Yeah, someone who wants to buy a few packs, they want to get more than a pack, and they don't want to get 36 or 30 depending on the box. They can
they're great. They're great to have in store, I think. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, that's it. Like our price support's gonna get better the more tickets we do. I think our next evaluation is like Strixhaven or Lorwyn or something like that.
Yeah. It would be Lorwyn. Yeah, Lorwyn's the next one. Yeah.
No, I think it's after Lorwyn because even the promo packs, I just realized that we're not getting any promo packs till the set after Lorwyn.
Oh, I
whatever
see.
that is. Yeah,
I see.
So I think our next evaluation is how Lorwyn does.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Which is probably gonna be a banger.
Yeah. And the one last thing is in Magic, a lot of people don't generally they don't go into a pre-release event and then like get their things and then walk away.
Yeah.
They like, I'm not playing the event now. I'm gonna just like leave. But it happens in other games.
I want to touch on this.
Yeah, this is an interesting.
Well, this is becoming more of a.
This is becoming a thing now.
This has to be the last thing we talk about. Then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
But so what's happening with a specific card game called Gundam, and this is all over Reddit, and we've experienced it in our store too. So it's an issue. We only get so many Gundam products or One Piece products. The allocation is so tight for us.
It's a Bandai thing, right?
Well, it's just a distribution thing,
right?
Yeah.
So like let's say we like One Piece, like 12 set sales.
Yeah, the set
products,
sales,
right? So we host the event. We're doing an MSRP, so the ticket was like $50. Everyone came in, they got this. So that's a casual event, so it's not a great example. But let's say Gundam, right? We have 6 starter decks. Everyone's getting it $25. That's what we had it at.
Yeah, $25.
Yeah, some stores are selling that starter deck for $100.
$100.
Yeah. Insane.
That's insane.
That I want to host 24 people and charge you MSRP for it. Or I use MSRP. I want to charge you a fair price for it because I don't know maybe our MSRP is true like $21, but you know I don't get that kind of pricing. But
yeah.
I'm going to charge you a super fair price for it, a very good fair price. And I want to host 24 people, and I want people to experience the game, get introduced to the game, and have fun playing it. And I can't do that because they give me 6. And then, you know, there are some stores that are getting pallets that are selling it for 100.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. But
crazy.
Sorry, if you're going to sign up for an event, we're all adults here, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to sign up for an event, I understand that sometimes things come up.
Things happen.
And, you know, things happen. Fuck, that's life, right? An emergency, or, you know, you got called into work or whatever. If you sign up for an event, try to schedule time to be for the event, because it's not a feel-good moment when, first off, the event is a lot smaller than it should be because you're only getting 6 decks. But if you drop out after round 1 consistently... You ruin it for one other person because now they have to sit with a buy and do nothing.
Yeah, right? But then you also kind of mess up just the pairings for future things.
Yeah. So try to.
But what it comes down to is there is a pattern of some people coming in for a new release event of a new game. They come in, they get the things that they want, they drop immediately. Yeah. And they walk away and go, oh, I don't forget my promo card, my special only pre-release promo card, and then they leave with that thing, and then who knows what they do with it later. So the point is, again, kind of going back to everything else that we've talked about, like even in the last episode, like they're there for the community, for people to play the game. They're not there to have and then
Well, the real big problem is that like, behind those 6 people, there's a huge wait list of other people.
That's the thing.
Who want to be there.
They want to play. They want to participate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not pointing fingers or anything. I'm just saying that, like, you know, because it's happened to our Gundam events. Every Gundam event, someone's been like, "Oh, I have to leave." Like, it's like not even like round 1's not even done, and they leave, right? And it's like, I understand you have an emergency or something happens, but like you got to be considerate of everyone else, right? And if you're the same person doing it over and over again, I've seen a store in Florida where this was happening, and the store is now banning people from events. But the store owner said, if you're going to come to an event and you don't show up, you get a strike. After 3 strikes, you're banned for a year.
Yeah.
If you can buy a ticket online, and I'm going to refund you your money.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get your promo card. Like, that same store is now like, you don't get promos until the end of the event, right?
Yeah. You got to sit there. You got to play. And if you don't want to play, you have to sit there. If you want your promo card, it's a really tricky. That's a really tricky thing to try and police. It's a weird line
because again, though, the promos are for participating in the event.
Yeah.
Right. Not just for, you're not buying the promo from me with the ticket. You're participating in the event and you're being given the promo for doing that.
And it's one thing if it's like an emergency, a real emergency, but if if you are a person that consistently does it, and then you get noticed doing it. And I mean, it really is up to the organizer to.
And again, it's like a low-key a little bit annoying for the store because now we have to deal with it. It's something else to think about.
It's just another stupid thing,
But it's frustrating for the community of people who want to have someone to play with or play against. And it's frustrating for someone who's been waiting in line and watching someone walk out with it. You know?
Yeah, this is just another layer, another issue in the TCG world.
More unnecessary complexity.
Just try to schedule your time. These things are posted like 3 weeks out in advance or 2 weeks in advance. If you can't attend the full event, then don't sign up for the event. Like, I don't want to be that guy to tell you that, but like you ruin it for everyone else sitting in the event, and it's not a feel good moment. But I read the Reddit post of that store in Florida, and I am thinking of adopting that and enforcing it. Like, you don't get the promo till the end of the event. And you don't, if you do it 3 times in a row, or you just get 3 marks or 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah, if it's consistent. Any stores in Canada doing it that you know of?
Not that I've read.
See, it's even it's interesting. The plastic cutting thing is not really adopted here. Canadians, we're just like, oh,
but there's
it's
so
okay.
few of us. There's so few of us.
I know,
right?
But we're also so like, oh,
so
the
whole plastic cutting thing started in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Now you got stores in the States doing it.
Yeah.
And then we're doing it, and I don't know how many other stores in Ontario or Canada are doing it. No idea, but there's not. It's like there's a lot in the GTA, right?
Yeah.
But there's the GTA, and then there's like what
the rest of Canada.
Yeah, like
exactly.
Vancouver.
Exactly, but even to that point though, like hobby stores in the GTA are pretty diverse. Not every hobby store is exactly like ours.
No,
exactly
of course,
like someone else's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's interesting. It would be really interesting to get feedback from other stores in the GTA.
Stores don't talk to each other.
I know.
It's so
weird. It's so weird. Yeah.
Like I talked to my friend. He's my friend. I talked to another store owner. So I talked to another store owner, and we're relaying information to each other. And he's like, "This is nice to have someone that can tell me what's going on his side, and I can say what's going on my side." Well, and I'm like,
it's a competition thing. It's kind of like in my world of work. You're in competition with each other, like in my field, right? And you're contracting. Like I'm doing jobs, might have gotten passed. Someone else might have gotten passed, and it went to me or went to someone else, right?
Yeah.
Or what happens is the community is so tight knit that like they can't take a job, they pass it to the next person or someone they trust. Now, it can. That's a whole industry is built off of that trust, right? In my specific department. Yeah. So like it could work. There's no reason not to communicate with people and to not like, be in competition, but also work alongside them and be like, I'll take, no problem. I can take that day. Yeah. And you're there to represent them. Yeah.
But honestly, what that's kind of representative of is like our standard days, right? Because we've put standard on Sundays, right? We do a lot of tabletop like Warhammer stuff on Sundays, but we have enough space to do something for our standard players.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of positive feedback when we do it on Sundays because people are like, this is a good day. And we did it accidentally. It was just a free day for us.
Right.
But a lot of people are like, this store does this day. So it fits in the schedule. And so
like, you're making it convenient for the players to not just go to your store. Mm-hmm. They are able to go to the other stores and play the events, and you're giving them a day that generally isn't booked at other stores.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it makes it freer for them. They don't have to like really budget their time out. Exactly, I got to be here at 2:30, be there at 4:30, be there. But
the whole communication thing is weird because it's like at the end of the day,
I wonder if it's just like X store gets so much allocation and they don't want to say what they're getting. Right. I don't know. I have no idea.
The business in the industry is the business in the industry across the board.
Yeah.
The individual store has their own things that they want to do. Even what we're talking about, some of the stuff we're talking about, there's going to be people that don't like it, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
There's going to be people that are going to be against it.
Yeah.
In a world where the information is literally at your fingertips, you could find any Reddit post, anything about anything, and people are still trying to hide the information, or just not communicate the information. There's no reason for it. Like there's enough to go around, and having that those conversations with other stores is really, really helpful because there actually might be something that they do that you can adopt, and then something you do that they can adopt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there is everybody can work together in some form. It doesn't have to be this like, like, oh, it's me against the world, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
And that is a huge problem with the way our like Western society has really become, right? And it really shows in a lot of these fields.
I'll say this. This was brought up to my attention like 15 years ago, where I worked in paint industry, and he was talking about opening up locations, and he's like, I'm going to open up here, and then 20 minutes down the road, I'm going to open up another store. And I'm like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you compete with yourself? And he's like, go do like a survey, go to the public's office and look at it. Between store A and B is 250,000 homes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sorry, 250,000 people in homes.
Yeah.
There's enough business out there. There's enough business out there.
For sure there is, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. And from my experience with my work, it's like having that community in the same world to receive and pass work along is very, very important, because at the end of the day, it comes full circle all the time. It comes full circle. There's no secrets. There's nothing. It's just you communicate the numbers, you communicate the prices. Like, okay, this is what's gonna, and then you move on. Like,
I want to bring something up before we
gotta wrap.
Before I wrap up, I saw on TikTok there's a new store that opened up in Australia. I think Melbourne.
Okay,
that's the city.
Yeah.
They're blowing up on social media, and they're getting tons of good publicity because in their store everything is MSRP.
Nice. See, this is what's gonna
they have everything. It's a massive store. It looks like they've invested a ton of money into it.
Yeah.
And everything MSRP, and it's crazy. And I that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
No, and I'm happy for Australians because I've heard that they've had a lot of hobby struggles, like generally.
It's so expensive over there.
Yeah, Australia's really expensive. I mean, Canada's the same way. Like,
Yeah, but way more expensive in Australia and New Zealand too.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. If you have any questions, if you have what's that?
So I'm getting antsy.
Yeah, I know it's late. It's late. Yeah. If you guys have any questions or any comments, leave them below. You can find these guys at northernwartable.com. northernwartable.com.
We also have a store.
They have a store. They're real people with a store. Social media, TikTok, right?
Yeah, I mean, the shorts that you're doing, posting on TikTok. Yep. I actually think about doing a daily thing on there.
You should. Yeah, you should.
You can find us at 8888 Keel Street, Unit 23B, in Concord, Ontario. Head on up the stairs. We'll be there. NorthernWarTable.com. If you're on the website, click the Discord icon. Join our Discord. We post everything there first. And if you have any questions, comments, or you just want to, tell us your thoughts on anything we talked about, post in the comments below. And
yeah. And all your socials are at Northern WarTable.
Yeah, at Northern WarTable. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And me at Cardboard Openings, only on Instagram and obviously here on YouTube. Cool. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is a wrap.
That's it.
Yeah. If you actually, one more thing, if anyone has any interesting topics, leave them below, because we can relate in some way, or they can relate from a business perspective, from a gamer perspective, from even a developer, because Dan actually has he's developed games. Just leave them below, and maybe we can touch on them.
Yeah,
because sometimes we need things to talk about.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll always find stuff to talk about. It'd be good to have interaction with everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us what you're interested in. We'll work it in.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Cool.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.
We do. That felt like a long one.
I think it's just late.